Welcome, my little couch potatoes, to the comfiest courtroom on the internet. I'm your host, Llama, and it's time for dramatic testimony, overruled objections, and absolutely unqualified opinions. So grab your snuggiest blanket, some delicious snacks, and get ready to watch court with your internet besties. This is Couch Court with Llama.
I almost forgot to put us on the stage.
That's okay.
I
was busy watching the intro. We look like such babies.
I know. It was just a year ago. Just a little, almost a year ago. Well, happy Fukong Friday, everybody. I hope you're doing well. I tried to say that last night and we didn't get it.
And everybody looks at you like, I don't even know what that means.
Well, it's my new, I'm putting Fukong in everything. It was just the best.
Fukong.
Well, happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to part 2 of Owens versus Greg Gillespie, because we are just getting into this madness. And yesterday was very interesting. We had just read the complaint, a civil complaint that Laura filed, and then Greg's order of protection against her. Two very different stories.
As always,
we weren't surprised about that. And then we read the process server's dramatic recount of not being able to serve Greg papers and the soft hell of the dogs and whatnot.
It's got to be one of her dad's people or something. Like, it's just
so weird. Hello.
I need the most dramatic server possible. She put a Craigslist ad out. Like, I need the most dramatic person available for this job.
Right. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, some of the texts weren't great, but oh man, I tell you what, my brain after reading all the Laura's texts was just like, I can't. Talking in circles constantly. Oh, for all of these guys.
What is happening? Oh, it was the layout for me. I could have gotten through the text, but her paperwork is just as much in circles as her thought process.
Yes.
It's like, oh.
Yes, because at this point, Laura Owens is representing herself in a civil lawsuit in this timeline that we're in right now. Now, as I said yesterday, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different now in the storytelling, because a lot of paperwork gets filed at different times. And there's a lot. So what I've decided to do to hopefully make things easier is pair up filings with the responses. So sometimes they'll be right back to back. Sometimes, a motion may be filed and the response isn't until like 3 months later, but it's still in regard to that motion. I think that'll just be easier than trying to be like, what was, Laura yammering about 3 months ago over something stupid, So normally I don't feel like we need to do that, but in this case, I think it does. And yes, we're going to be reading lots of court documents because the real juiciness is in them. They get very catty very quickly, which I very much appreciate. When you read those filings and you're like, oh,
I like a good snarky filing.
Yes. Well, we're also about to meet Greg Woodnick, Greg Gillespie's lawyer, he's snarky as shit.
I love it. I do love it. I love it when all of them do it. Like any lawyer, not just this one, like reading filings, and you get a good sassy attorney that likes to punches.
It's the best. So that's what we'll be doing today. Now, we will be ending around 2 p.m. Eastern today, whether we get through it or not, because for my bestie members and higher, I do have Llama Learns About after the show tonight. If you're not a member of the channel, you should be. We have all different levels. A lot of them come with other shows. The lowest is 99 cents and so on. But besties and higher, we do Llama Learns About, where we just learn about weird shit on the day. And it's a fun time. We never know what we're getting into. Today, we're learning about the disco demolition something. Something that happens at a baseball stadium with disco. I don't know. That's what we're learning about today. And then tonight at 9 p.m. is our public TMI episode. Generally, it's just for members on Fridays, but the first Friday of every month, we open it up. And listen, if you've had a hard week because it's been serious and depressing, like much things going on, join us tonight where we just sit back, have fun, a lot of laughing about crazy shit on the internet. So that's for everybody tonight at 9 p.m. I have a very busy day today. It's going to be a long day. Also, last night we did True Crime and Wine Time, part 2 of the Robert Hansen multi-series we're doing. So if you haven't watched those, put those on your queue for this weekend because it's going to be told in 14 parts. But it's pretty wild, pretty informative. Lots of.
I had not heard this story before, so it's a new one for me.
Like all of it.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Oh, girl.
Yeah.
Well, if you love Llama's cursey words and rants, definitely go watch that because there's going to be a lot of them with every episode. It's truly crazy. Well, hello, Boot Scoot. Fucon Friday. That's right.
Fucon Friday. I think that's just going to be the new hashtag for Fridays.
Yes, Fucon Friday. Hi, Hellville. We missed both you and Boot Scoot yesterday. So happy to see you here. Love that. All right. Well, because we got a lot to read today, let's go ahead and get started with that. And okay, good. Our faces showed up this time on the vertical. That one of these days I'm going to learn how that works. Maybe. I keep saying that and I'm like, ooh, do I really want to learn that right now? Maybe it'll be an extra.
Added to the it'll be a Llama Learns episode.
Right? An extra Llama Learns about how YouTube vertical works. All right. So today we're starting off with a motion to dismiss filed by Greg and his attorney to dismiss Laura Owens' civil complaint where she's suing him for what 46 or 48,000.
It was 40. I thought it was 45.
40,000-ish dollars. Well, she didn't say why she needed the money, just that her whole thing was he was coercing me to have an abortion.
Like, where did you come up with that number?
Yeah, she didn't even say in the filing.
It's like sounds good. Let's ask for 45.
Right? She didn't list why she was damaged, or well, we don't know why she's damaged either, but nothing.
Well.
So, this is his attorney's complaint, or I'm sorry, motion to dismiss this whole thing because it's nonsense, to be quite honest.
This is Woodnick, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, this is filed by Greg Woodnick and Casey Bowman. We'll hear from both of those people a lot, I think. I at least have seen her name a few times. So we'll start with this and we'll just get into it. All right. So this is why they think, Laura, we just need to dismiss this case because it's hot garbage. I mean, yesterday, what we read, I never got any sort of coercion that Greg was trying to do with her.
No, he just seemed genuinely frustrated with her inconsistency. And then it was like you said yesterday, she would dangle the carrot. Like she would get the answer. And then it was like, but I don't want you to stay if you don't like me. Well, what do you want? Because you kind of left her in a no-win option.
Right. If she didn't like the answer, I think you should think about it. Hi, Dave. Oh, we've missed you. I hope you're doing well, sir. It's almost bike time for you.
Hi, Dave.
Hope you're doing well. All right, so let's get into this. So defendant Gregory Gillespie, by and through undersigned counsel, hereby respectfully moves to dismiss Laura's complaint pursuant to all these rules. All right, because Laura has failed to state a claim upon which relief can be granted. As and for his motion, Mr. Gillespie states and alleges as follows. 1. Upon information and belief, Laura is not pregnant, and all claims being against Mr. Gillespie must fail as a result. 2. Laura filed her complaint on August 11th, 2021, alleging that she became pregnant with Mr. Gillespie's child on their second date. Okay. Prior to filing her complaint, Laura provided sonographic images to Mr. Gillespie on August 6th and August 8th of 2021. However, a reverse Google Images search revealed that the images were identical to a sonogram found on a blog post from 2015. That would be Stormy's twin blog that she had, where if you didn't catch our investigation report from her felony charges, so basically this woman Stormy had a blog. She was pregnant with twins. One of the twins died while in utero, and the whole thing is just such a sad read. But
so gross.
Yeah, so like
that she did that.
Stormy, that picture is the only picture she has of that kid, because it didn't make it. And so Laura stole the picture, stole her story to use against Greg, basically, allegedly. Obviously.
I'm so disgusted.
It is so disgusting that she did this. Like, it's infuriating. Infuriating. Hi, Toadette. Hello. Good morning to you. Oh, look at you having us in headphones and being productive. Love that, Boots Scouts. Now, upon information and belief, Laura altered the images by adding her name, date of birth, alleged location of the sonogram, and altered the appearance of the image to distinguish it from the one located on the aforementioned blog post. So, some fraudulent activity here. And she got felony charges for this specifically, if I recall. Maybe not, but I think so. To further this fictitious pregnancy, Laura sent Mr. Gillespie a fabricated email exchange dated August 19th, 2021 and August 22, 2021 between herself and California attorneys Allison E. Cordova and Joe Cotchett of Cotchett, Petrie, and McCarthy. Tony Stevens, believed to be a legal assistant at the firm, is also CC'd on the email date August 19th, 2021. So she made this up? She made up these exchanges between her and legal?
I feel like I'm missing so much. Like, are there texts where he's confronting her about this?
Yeah, I think so. I think they're in one of the ones.
As I was about to say, am I like jumping ahead? Like,
I think so. I think so, but I don't know.
I'm like, because I am like trying to go back. When she told him she was pregnant in July, right?
Yeah, like July 15th, 16th, 20th, somewhere in mid-July.
Is filed in September. So between July, August, September, he found out a lot.
Yeah, right. So they're already accusing her of a fake sonogram that she stole and, adjusted. And now they're accusing her of fabricating emails between her and lawyers, or the lawyer. I don't know. But oh boy. Oh, Laura.
Is there any is there confrontation texts, emails? I need to read them.
Oh, I bet there is.
I want to read.
Hello says she used Cotchett for her Uber case. Okay. And then like reappropriated emails from them, and the person on the email was no longer employed there when she sent the emails to Greg.
See, I told you that I feel like she takes like from that one med or whatever, she takes she does a copy cut and glue and Xerox and makes her own like headers for things and then fills in whatever. Like, she's that person.
Oh, that's called a rod. Oh, that's not great. Don't do that, friends. Don't be doing that. That's crazy.
That is so crazy.
You definitely get in trouble when it's medical or legal shit. That's for sure.
She takes real stuff and then arts and crafts it. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought.
Wow. Wow. She takes real stuff and then arts and crafts it.
Yeah, it's what I was thinking. That's what I figured was happening. Because I was like,
Jan
nobody would ever write that. Nobody would ever write that, like
right?
on a note from a doctor's office.
Wow.
Crazy. It is arts and crafts. Nothing but glue and paste.
Right? That's the thing with this is like the more you find out, the more fake everything is. You know, because it's like one thing to fake a pregnancy, okay? But then to fake everything else along with it is wild.
Oh my gosh.
It's never been proven publicly that she faked that, but it's widely believed. I believe it.
Okay, so allegedly. In my opinion.
And we're also just reading court documents, so that's just their words, not ours.
Okay, but I believe it.
Right. Now, in the fraudulent email dated August 19th, 2021, Associate Allison E. Cordova allegedly emailed Laura in pertinent part the following, with the subject line of reply sent on behalf of Joe Cotchett, reply Laura Owens, pregnancy. Quote, everything you told us about pregnancy tests and ultrasounds aligned with the timing you provided us. There were no past pregnancies on your record, and the 3 obstetricians you saw felt that pregnancy was very consistent with intercourse that took place between June 30th and July 1st. It must feel like you have the weight of the world on you, but I have no doubt that the jury will sympathize with your situation. The next step is to fill out the attached retention agreement. What? You've dealt with lawyers before. Is that something a lawyer would say to you? No. Sound like it to me.
No.
It does not sound like it.
No.
Oh,
I don't think I've ever gotten that kind of a response.
Interesting. Ooh, man, I can't wait for this upcoming trial she's going to have, or she pleads, whatever.
The investigative report was like my toe in the water of this. I just came on it to help Llama because she had a sore throat, and now I'm stuck. Like, I'm here. I'm like, oh my God, I'm here. Like, I was interested, but like now I'm like, I'm set.
Right. Yes, Boots. I agree. This does not sound like them at all.
My lawyer has never coddled me before.
Now, subsequently, Joe Cotchett allegedly emailed Laura in pertinent part the following on August 22nd, 2021, with the subject line of sent on behalf of Joe Cotchett, Laura Owens' pregnancy. Quote, I'm ready to get started on this the second you give me the go-ahead. Oh, wow, that sounds a lot like her Lone Star Cactus messages. I'm always here for you and the whole Owens family whenever you need me. And if you want me to go after this guy, I will make this case a top priority. Shh. Because I really feel for you right now. Allison sent me over the retention agreement and medical files. This may be very needy, and we could make this a public interest story with the snap of a finger. What?
This may be very needy?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's interesting terminology.
Right? Why would they say that? Never. Now, in response, Laura allegedly emailed Joe Cotchett back on August 22nd, 2021, stating in pertinent part as follows. I think the best call is to pursue alternative service and try to get him twice. Once by posting on his house store and the other by calling his company and finding a coworker to serve him. I think you're right that you would be better at making those phone calls than me. I texted you the coworkers who we could ask to serve. What? I don't think that they would agree to that in
coworkers. Writing. Oh, that's terrible.
Right? Oh, she did snap. That's right. I forgot. It's the one skill she has. Right? She did say she was 100 level needy. Yeah, this doesn't sound like experienced lawyer talk to me. I wonder, right, Bruce? Man, just wonder. Now, Laura's alleged email exchange with Allison Cordova and Joe Cotchett was emailed to Greg on August 22nd, 2021, with the subject line, urgent copy of conversation with Joe Cotchett and contract, along with a manufactured, fabricated contingent fee agreement between Plaintiff and Cotchett, Petrie, and MacArthur LLP, dated August 23rd, 2021. Why would that be sent to him? Doesn't that like break your lawyer privilege and shit? Like, why would that happen? He has a lawyer, That's weird. Okay.
All of this is very strange to me.
That's so true. How can it be a landmark and a slam dunk case? I know, right? I love that she is like, this would be amazing for your law firm, this case. Like, ooh, girl.
Landmark so far, and slam dunk.
It has not done any of your representation any favors to be attached to this. Good morning, Kelly. Good morning. Now, upon information and belief, neither Allison Cordova.
Sorry.
Oh, wow.
Trying to turn off my phone.
Rocking it out. Oh, my goodness.
It was supposed to be off.
Upon information and belief, neither Allison Cordova nor Tony Stevens is currently employed at the firm, nor were they employed at the firm as of August 19th and August 22 of 2021. Oh, Laura, you dum-dum. They don't even work there.
I'm sorry. I scared the chat. No, sorry.
Now, believing that there was fraud in Laura's underlying complaint, undersigned counsel reached out to the purported attorneys in California, who appeared to completely disavow any connection to this case, as an email dated August 24th, 2021, sent on behalf of Joseph W. Cotchett, indicated the firm does not represent Laura in this matter. All subsequent emails from undersigned counsel requesting to speak with Joseph Cotchett about the seemingly fraudulent emails purportedly authored by Joseph Cotchett and lawyers that have not worked at the firm for quite some time went without any substantive response. So they were like, we're not saying anything. And I'm assuming, because this guy's like friends with her parents or her dad or whatever. So I'm pretty sure they're like, all right, fine. We're not going to say anything because we're friends, but the silence says a lot. And she wasn't retained. Or I'm retained, not retrained. They weren't retained because they said she's not a client. But then she sent this payment agreement or whatever to them. So
was that like a what's that word? Like passive aggressive way of letting someone know this is my attorney. Like I have an attorney. Like is that what I'm supposed to gather from that? Is like she accidentally sent it or whatever, so that
probably
just let you know.
No, I think it was used as a threat, to be quite honest with you. Now, in addition to fabricating documents, Laura has refused to take a non-invasive prenatal paternity test, despite undersigned counsel informing her on August 27, 2021, that they had scheduled the test for her. So she's still claiming to be pregnant by August 27th? Okay. Even though she took like August. 18 abortion pills over several weeks, it seems like, but okay.
It said June, right? June is when she was supposed to have gotten pregnant?
Into June, they said June 30th or July 1st, somewhere around there.
Okay. Sorry, so, I need to just start making a timeline.
Right? Good luck with that. But yes.
So we're in August. Okay.
Yes, we are. Now,
we don't even well, okay.
In response, Laura stated she was willing to take a paternity test to prove that the child is Greg's, but that it would be possible that she would not be pregnant as, quote, I'm unsure what the purpose is because if the pregnancy is not viable, that proves that his coercion did result in the end of the pregnancy.
Well, first find out if you're pregnant or not. Why are we here?
Right? Essentially, Laura has fabricated the abortion coercion allegation to explain why a paternity test would show that she is not pregnant. Additionally, as a filing, Laura has not taken a paternity test despite Mr. Gillespie's repeated offers to pay for the test. And this is what Clayton ends up doing as well. I know that there's lots of paperwork about trying to get her to take this, DNA test while she's pregnant, and she comes up with all sorts of reasons why.
I just don't understand how it's coercion. All he said was he doesn't want to be involved. How is that coercion? You still have a choice.
He made her promises, Buffy. He made her promises.
Okay, well.
She did it because after 2 dates, she really loved him and saw a future. Gosh.
Okay, I'm sorry, but she makes me want to slam my head against the wall.
Agreed. Upon information and belief, Laura's allegations of abortion coercion, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and domestic violence are quite simply blatant fabrications that underlie her real intention to force Mr. Gillespie into a relationship with her. We read the text, and it is very much like
it is exactly what it says.
Like, there's really no question about it. That's right. That's right, Hellville. Yes. I wonder if the U.S. Defense Department knows about Laura's ability to target individual twins with single pills. I know, right? Oh, gosh.
Bruce is hilarious.
Hi, Evelyn. You know what? That's absolutely yes. Right? She says, I'm saying but they say, you know what pregnant women do? Have baby stuff around, buy maternity clothes, go to the doctor, have baby showers from their friends. Yeah, that's what would happen. That's what it happens with, maybe not to the point of baby showers yet, but your body changes. Sometime.
Oh, that's just pizza.
That's just pizza. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure about this, Dan Mountain, but I think yes, that is what that means, and I'm assuming you obviously know that. I think that's why she didn't get anyone to represent her in this, or she was just very arrogant. Think about how many things she's won so far at this point in time. Maybe
delusional.
Now, okay, where were we? Okay, so in an email with undersigned counsel on August 23rd, 2021, Laura stated, quote, he can contact me at wherever if he rethinks his decision regarding a relationship and if he would like to be a part of pregnancy decisions going forward. So that's what she sent back to his lawyer was, well, maybe. She's still being like, if he'll be in a relationship with me, I'll just drop everything. It's crazy. Furthermore, if Laura were actually pregnant, this should be an establishment action pursuant this code, not actions for domestic violence, abortion coercion, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. Meaning, you don't even know what the fuck you said, Laura. Finally, if this complaint is not dismissed for failure to state a claim upon which relief can be granted, Mr. Gillespie will immediately be filing counterclaims for fraud pursuant to this code, intentional infliction of emotional distress to this code, a request for attorney's fees and costs to this code, and other rules. And a a subsequent claim for wrongful prosecution of a civil action when he ultimately prevails over Laura regarding her claims. I love that. So they're asking the court to dismiss Laura's complaint with prejudice, meaning she can't bring this back ever, and that the court award Greg attorney fees and whatever else the court deemed appropriate. So, and this was filed September 24th, 2021. So a few months have went by, and look at all the bullshit already. Now, what blows my mind is how this just doesn't get dismissed.
That's what I was just thinking. How is this a thing? Like that would have, I mean, I'm not a judge, but I'd have been yeah, this is crap.
I don't know a whole lot about how civil trials work compared to criminal ones, just because we don't really get to see a lot of them and all of that. So I don't know, but all right. Do you want to do the response to motion to dismiss? Laura's response to Greg's? I know.
Okay. I like it. Oh, does she have like a crap ton of text messages?
No, it's only 3 pages.
Okay, so come now, Laura Owens, and files her response to defendant's motion to dismiss, and in support thereof states as follows. Okay. On August 11, 2021, plaintiff filed a complaint against defendant for domestic violence, abortion coercion, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. On August 23rd, defendant's counsel accepted service of the summons and plaintiff's complaint on behalf of the defendant. So they finally got it to him.
Well, to his lawyers.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, on September 24th, 2021, defendant through counsel filed his responsive pleading by way of motion to dismiss. Pursuant to Arizona Civil Code something, a defendant must file and serve an answer or other responsive pleading within 20 days after being served with summons and complaint. In this case, defendant did not serve a response pleading within 20 days, and she is counting. When he had
so much.
She's got the on the wall the ticker, like she's just got the little tick marks, like cave prison ticks. Good Lord, she's a mess. When he had ample time to do so. Furthermore, defendant did not file a motion for leave to file its untimely motion to dismiss. Therefore, defendant's motion to dismiss is ultimately untimely and should be denied.
Look at her using lawyer words.
Oh, she copy cut and pasted this from somewhere. Not probably from her own what judgments she's gotten. Notwithstanding a plaintiff's argument for defendant's untimely motion to dismiss, when a court is evaluating a motion to dismiss for failure to state a claim, it must consider the complaint in its entirety. Defendant's motion to dismiss does not address the facts asserted in plaintiff's complaint, but rather offers baseless and unsupported allegations that the plaintiff committed fraud. When it is, in fact, the plaintiff who has proof that the defendant and the defendant's counsel have been engaged in fraudulent activity and menacing communications towards the plaintiff since this lawsuit was initiated.
You're saying
what an accusation.
Lawyers are committing fraudulent activity. Wow. And menacing communications.
What do they do? Respond? I think she's menacing. What?
They sent her just the eye emojis staring at her.
I'm looking at you.
That's wild. Wow. Okay.
Is this before ChatGPT?
No.
I don't know.
That's like 2021. So.
Okay. So yeah, probably ChatGPT. But I mean, It is kind of wordy, like ChatGPT.
What is that?
Oh my gosh. Defendant's motion to dismiss is improper in that it completely deviates from the four corners of the complaint. What? And attempts to use a motion to dismiss as a vehicle to threaten the plaintiff with frivolous counterclaims and raise false allegations.
What? Which is exactly what she's doing. Okay.
For instance, you said a lot of words, but you have said nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Furthermore, the defendant fails to state any deficiencies in the plaintiff's viable claims and instead make outrageous allegations that the plaintiff was never pregnant when plaintiff has offered medical proof and has attached said proof as the exhibit to the complaint.
Oh, okay. So she's hard. She's doubling down. Like, I am pregnant. I gave you a pee test. So what more do you need?
I took a picture and sent it to you. Clearly legit. I need the metadata. Well, bring the actual picture with like the logo. Actually, bring your damn medical records. That way you can end this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Contrary to defendant's motion to dismiss, plaintiff's complaint is well pled in that it presents if she does say so herself, is well pled in that it presents a detailed recitation of plaintiff's assertions, offers all relevant proof, and satisfies the pleading requirements. Wherefore, plaintiff respectfully requests that this court denies the defendant's untimely motion to dismiss and grant such other relief as deemed appropriate.
And then that's just her certificate of proof there. You know, another thing that usually happened, because she'd be what? If she got pregnant, it was at the beginning of July. So July, August, into September at this point, right? When did she file this?
Right.
Oh, she files this October 1st. Okay. So now we're like 4 months in. For a lot of women, that first trimester, you are tired as shit. Okay. And I can't imagine, as somebody who has been pregnant, being like, you know what I want to get into? Court stuff. The most stressful, time-consuming thing ever. While you are so tired, why would you even actively do that to yourself, to the baby, to any of that, to get involved with any of these things while you're pregnant? It's crazy. How does she have the time?
But she's not. Remember, she was coerced into an abortion.
And that's true.
She
but
doesn't know where she is.
Apparently.
Does she? She doesn't seem to even know. I may not be pregnant.
That's right. She doesn't know if she is or isn't. So it's like
I feel like I would want to know that.
Right? If you took that many pills, how have you not went to an OBGYN to get an ultrasound to see if there's anything in there? Because guess what? That's what happens. That's what happens. And you're like,
you need to be checked to make sure everything's still good in there.
Right. This is how I know she's never experienced any of this before, because it is very like universal beginnings for a lot of women anyway. Right. So
strange.
In her late second trimester, she was chugging Monster Energy and standing for several hours with no potty break.
Okay, but even how you should be getting like prenatal care at this point, right? Yeah. Usually about 8 weeks is when you start having, like they sometimes don't want you in before that unless you have other issues. But at 8 weeks, you're going in regularly to see your doctor and to monitor the pregnancy and to make sure everything is good and to have all the testing done. You got blood draws, you got all the MPTs and all that stuff where they're checking for chromosomal abnormalities and stuff like that. You're doing literally blood work all the time.
And she's
there's none. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's wild.
Yeah. There's no freaking way. No freaking way. I mean, at all. And if she's not concerned about going to the doctor, to checking out all of this stuff, thank God she doesn't have a fucking kid. You know what I mean? How could you be so careless when you're bringing a person into the world? It's crazy. Like, what? Are you not concerned with the condition of your child? Like,
yeah, you're going in for heartbeats. Like, you're getting the heartbeat. Like, you hear the baby. I don't remember when that happens, but I do know it happens. And then, I mean, they date the pregnancy at least on an ultrasound, so you at least have them close to an accurate due date.
That's very true. Very true. Okay, so next up on our list here is filing by Laura. What is this for? To deny something. Oh, this is where she wants the records sealed, guys. All right, so this is her telling the judge she wants all the records sealed for this, and this is why. So,
oh, good Lord.
This was also filed along the same time as the motion to dismiss by Greg and his attorney. So what a coincidence, where they're accusing her of, faking a whole bunch of shit and fraud, basically. She's like, I think we're going to need to seal everything. Okay, great, thanks.
Which is so funny because she came with Clayton, she was like, I'm going public with everything.
Right? But yes, it is neglectful. It is neglectful. And according to her, this isn't her first go around at being pregnant. Because remember, Mike Maricini came before this.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very interesting. It's very, very interesting. And guess what's one of the questions they ask you when you go to the doctor? How many times have you been pregnant? Doesn't matter if you delivered a baby or not. It does not matter. They just ask you how many times.
At least read what to expect while you're expecting.
Well, how could she? She was busy.
Well, I mean, it would give you at least where you knew what you needed to have for each month, and you could at least come up with some fake documents, not advice. Just saying, if you're going to fraud better.
Fraud. All right. So she files this motion to seal court records. This is what she has to say. This is an urgent request to seal court records in regard to this case due to the extremely private nature of the complaint, which relates to abortion coercion. We should make a song called Abortion Coercion over this.
That sounds like the name of a band.
Right. Laura is a popular self-help podcaster and victims advocate who speaks regularly on the topic on various media platforms and is giving a TEDx Women Talk in December. Oh, she hasn't given it yet? No. Oh. Is this a different one, guys, in chat? I think this has to be a different one.
Is it a different one? How many does she have?
I don't know. But I feel like she was doing that after Maricini, but maybe not. I don't know. The defendant, who admitted to being accused of domestic violence on the day after she took abortion pills, said he intended to ruin her reputation. Oh, girl.
Did I read that anywhere? Did we read that anywhere? I don't think we read that anywhere.
I mean,
other than here.
I love that she says admitted to being accused of. That's not admitting domestic violence. It's saying, yeah, you're accusing me of this.
Why didn't she include any of that in the first motion? If he did, I feel like that would have been included.
Exactly. And yes, half-ass fashion, which I love that name. That's great. Yeah, if you feel like there's something seriously going on, you go to get it checked out, because why wouldn't you? Because even if you do lose the baby, there's still a lot of other stuff that has to be done to make sure that you don't die. It's not something a normal person wouldn't fuck around with. You know what I mean? Ugh. It's so easy to figure out how this works, but she doesn't ever figure it out. All right. Anyway, sorry. He said he was going to contact TEDx to claim that she was not qualified to give a speech at their annual TEDx Women's Conference due to the fact that she had taken abortion pills. What? And also, you're the one who messages people at his job. After the plaintiff obtained a cleats against her ex-boyfriend in 2017, that's Mike Maricini's protective order, she decided to volunteer all of her spare time to helping women who had been in her situation. Laura, we don't want you on our team, okay? Fuck off. Bye. Have a great day. Nobody wants you speaking for us. Okay, great. Thanks. It is unfortunate that the plaintiff ended up encountering another abuser who has no respect for her mission, nor the emotional distress she is going through due to taking abortion pills at his demand. The defendant needed to be served with alternate service, and an application for default judgment was filed last week. Today, the defendant filed a motion to dismiss with fraudulent charges that, if on public record, could destroy the plaintiff's credibility, which was the goal of the defendant. And guess what? The plaintiff has asked for any money won to be donated to a woman's charity and does not wish to have her pure intentions and desire for justice made public in a case regarding such a personal matter.
Guys, she's such a philanthropist.
Right? Yeah, that's true. That is very true. Very true. It is possible to have few symptoms at the beginning of a pregnancy. That is very, very fair. Very fair. But
she was like, I got a pregnancy test 11 days after we had sex. It's not that she didn't know she was pregnant. She was like, when I planned or I tried to have a baby, it was, I knew when I ovulated. I knew when I did it. And then I checked 9 days post ovulation. Like she knew how to track. Okay. That's what we do. Like when you're trying to conceive, it's meticulous. And
Evelyn, you found out you were pregnant at 6 months. Oh my gosh, what a shocker that must have been. What little time you had to like.
That's somebody who wasn't looking to be pregnant. Right. She was she found out 11 days after. Like that's somebody who's like you know what I'm saying?
Tracking, or your body is changing very quickly. Like I know the last time I got pregnant, like I didn't even realize I found out pretty early, but like, you know, your boobs for some people, I was like, oh, this is, oh boy.
See, that came after for me, but I've been pregnant 3 times. Well, I've been pregnant 3 times. Like, and after the first, I knew just because I smell things.
Yeah.
Like my spidey senses were like walk in the room and I could smell. I was like, this ain't right.
You only had 2 months to prepare, Evelyn. Oh my God.
That's crazy. That would give me anxiety. Well, congratulations.
So that is her being like, please do this stuff because it could ruin my career if people found out I was a liar who lied. Okay. All right. So next we have here. Okay. Now this is a little bit lengthier one where we got exhibits. So this is filed on October 6th. This is Greg's response to Laura's motion to seal court records. And
I want to just type back, this is bullshit. Send.
Send. That's my legal argument.
That's my legal argument.
I mean, I know women that worked all the way up till they went into labor. So it is possible. But, okay. All right, so response to plaintiff's motion to seal court records. We are just trucking along today. Let us go. Defendant Gregory Gillespie, by and through undersigned counsel, hereby responds and objects to plaintiff's motion to seal. They're like, we want the whole world knowing about those things. Laura's motion fails to meet the requirements to seal pursuant to this rule and only serves to highlight why the matter must be dismissed pursuant to the other motion. This response is supported by the following memorandum. Okay, yay. All right, so Rule 504 controls sealing of court records. This is, I feel like this is the lawyers being like, and this is how you file things, Laura, while you pretend to be a lawyer. But let's learn about what it takes to seal some records, okay? Why not? Let's get a little nerdy. So Rule 5.4, Arizona Rules of Civil Procedure, permits the court to seal the court record upon finding the following grounds. All right. Order permitting a document to be filed under seal. The requirements, unless a statute, rule, or prior court authorizes a document to be filed under seal, a court may order that a document may be filed under seal only if it finds in the written order that A, an overriding interest exists that supports filing the document under seal and overcomes the right of public access to it. No. B, a substantial probability exists that the person seeking to file the document under seal or another person would be prejudiced if it is not filed under seal. She is not that big of a fucking deal at this point in time where they wouldn't want the jury. They'd be worried about like jury being tainted by stuff that gets
Llama.
out in the public. Yes.
She's a popular podcaster.
Oh my gosh, I forgot.
She's famous. She's practically famous. And don't forget about her dad.
Her dad. That's right. His reputation that she cares so much about. She's really just doing a great job with that.
She's also a VIP member of House of Prime Rib. And that makes her very important.
Very important. Well, that's a wild way to find out, DM. Oh, man. Now, C, the proposed restriction on public access to the document is no greater than necessary to preserve the confidentiality of the information subject to overriding interest. And D, no reasonable, less restrictive alternative exists to preserve the confidentiality of the information subject to overriding interest. Guess what? None of that applies to you, Laura. So let's get some background. Let's hear what Greg, because we only have heard this much about what Greg has said occurred in his protective order against her, which somebody in the comments, I forgot who left that comment that said he wasn't actually granted that protection order. Forget who wrote that. Is that true, guys? I just may not have gotten to it yet, but interesting. Plaintiff filed her complaint on August 11th, 2021. Laura alleges she became pregnant with Greg's child on their second date. Instead, love you. We'll see you as the replay crew. Okay, yes, she was never served. Okay, thank you, Boots. Was it you that left that comment? I saw it last night and I was like, I need to remember that. And then I forgot. Where was I? Okay, so Laura alleges she became pregnant with Greg's child on their second date. Instead of properly filing a paternity action pursuant to Title 25, Laura's complaint contains bizarre allegations. I also love how much they underscore everything.
It should have been like size 72-inch font, italicized, all the things.
Right? So among other things, Laura alleges Greg forced her to have multiple pregnancy tests and a doctor's appointment. And defendant and Greg employed false promises and verbal and emotional abuse.
Is that a bizarre request? Like
to take pregnancy test and go to see the doctor? No. How dare he? How dare he? Now, Laura's preposterous claim of abortion coercion is addressed in Greg's motion to dismiss, filed on September 24th, 2021. The salacious allegations were presented by Laura in her pro per complaint. As a brief summary for this court, I already love how they word this. It's so fucking snarky.
TLDR.
It is. It's so snarky and already. 1. Laura provided a sonographic image to Greg on August 6, 2021. Exhibit A. Here you go. Buff. These are the exhibits I think you want. A reverse Google image search revealed the images were identical to a sonogram found on a blog post from 2014. Exhibit B. They brought their receipts. Laura sent Greg a fabricated email exchange on August 22nd, 2021, purportedly between herself and California attorneys. One of the attorneys and the legal assistant on the exchange were not employed at the firm at the time of the alleged emails, and the law firm has denied involvement in this matter. Exhibit C. Ooh, right? As absurd as it sounds, Laura has attempted to weaponize this civil litigation in order to force Greg to date her.
And if I was the judge reading these motions, I would be like, no, I'm not going to stop this. Let's play this out. Now I'm interested.
Right? Like, I need to know more.
I'm going to rule in his favor, but I want to hear.
Right? On August 23rd, 2021, Laura informed Greg's counsel that Greg could contact her if he rethinks his decision regarding a relationship. In an email to Greg's counsel on August 23rd, 2021, Laura states, if he chooses to stand behind his words, I will file to dismiss with prejudice all charges and not file the criminal and family law cases. What? Why would you say that to lawyers, Laura? That's so weird. She also says, all I am asking him to do is to keep his word. If he does that, everything will be dropped.
So if he dates you, you'll drop it.
Yes, because that's how serious her emotional distress is.
Oh my God.
What? He can contact me if he rethinks his decision regarding a relationship. Exhibit D. Wow, that's bold. That's bold. Now, on September 1st, 2021, Greg, through counsel, informed Laura that she would be facing fraud allegations, their counterclaim, for what has occurred, and that it would be wise to abandon her malicious claim to end this nonsense. Exhibit E. Oh, these are going to be good exhibits.
I'm excited.
3. Plaintiff's motion to seal is deficient. Sealing a case is reserved for matters where an overriding interest exists to support filing the document under seal. Here, a self-aggrandizing podcaster who has refused a paternity test, ignored Title 25, doctored images, and who may have entered into this bizarre and nonsensical civil suit as a fodder for her podcast is not entitled to Rule 5.4 relief.
Damn.
She
got served on that one. I wonder how bruised her ego was after that.
I don't know, but whoever wrote this was just like fucking banger. He's like, I got a good one for this. Rather than allege an overriding interest, Laura states she is a popular self-help podcaster and victims advocate. Laura also alleges that her desire is for any money won to be donated to a woman's charity, and that she does not wish to have her pure intentions and desire for justice to be public, which one would think you would want to. She filed the confounding complaint, and this is certainly not an overriding interest. Laura's purported career and popularity is insufficient grounds. Further, Laura now requests this court seal only Greg's motion to dismiss, despite stating that her complaint was of an extremely private nature. So she just says, I want his thing. I don't want people reading that. They can read my stuff, my words, but not, I don't want people to see the other argument. No. Wow. Laura's complaint created the very problem Laura now seeks to make private. Oh, Laura, you're so silly. She had multiple opportunities to dismiss the matter, Exhibit E. Clearly, Greg's motion to dismiss showed Laura that her complaint backfired and that Greg is not going to be forced into a relationship with her. That Laura seeks only to seal Greg's motion to defense demonstrates that Laura knows she has been caught fabricating allegations and that she will be facing allegations of fraud in a public court forum. Laura cannot benefit by having Greg's motion to dismiss sealed and have her salacious complaint remain unsealed.
Nice.
I love it. This entire litigation is nothing more than a paternity action if she is actually pregnant. And there is a pending motion to dismiss because Laura has not stated a legally cognizable claim. Laura's motion to seal is an overt attempt to further her fictional narrative and possibly even a ruse to gain more podcast followers. Laura's simply cannot be permitted to seal Greg's motion to dismiss because it reveals the false nature of her behavior. The court need merely look at Exhibit A and Exhibit B. Oh boy. That is serve. Oh man. She should have just walked. Just think if Laura would have been just a little bit lucid, nothing that happens after this would have happened. But
she just said, you know what? I'm walking away.
Yep. Nope, that does not happen. Spoilers. All right. So then they say they want the court to deny her motion to seal, dismiss her complaint entirely with prejudice, and she should give attorney fees. So, and whatever the court decides. So.
No, Kelly, you cannot. You cannot sue someone to make them debut.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. She does need some. I mean, I don't even know where to begin.
I mean, we'll talk about you on the stream if you do.
That's
Make sure we know first before, so we can break the story.
Yeah, walking away is definitely not in her nature. And this, before we move on to the exhibits, obviously she doesn't walk away from this. She doubles the fuck down. Triples, quadruples. I don't even know how far you can double down, but she did. And has. And this is why when it comes to like this plea deal that's been offered for these felony charges, I don't know if she's actually going to take it. Because she'd have to admit that all of this was a lie.
I feel the same way. Like, I have a hard time believing she's going to take a plea deal. I mean, maybe she will and just go quietly into a closet and die. No, I don't want to say die, but like curl up and whatever, lick her wounds. But I don't feel like that doesn't sound like her personality that we've read so far. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
also, Greg, your signature here. What's going on there? What is that? Oh, that's funny. I always
those
find
are M's.
Very funny. I know, right? Okay. Exhibit time. Here you go, Buff.
Oh, is your exhibit lined up better than
probably? And they are crystal clear. Apparently, there's a new copier somewhere. We're not doing those gravestone rubbings anymore. So Exhibit A.
Oh, it's pretty.
This is her sending this to Greg on August 6th at 8:30 p.m. Why don't you, let me make this bigger for people so they can really see this bullshit. Why don't you read the text if you want to?
Looks like you're going to be a dad to 1 or 2 babies. I was sick enough to go to the clinic this afternoon and had to get an ultrasound to make sure I wasn't having an ectopic pregnancy. I wasn't. I found out that I've been pregnant with twins. Looks like one of them passed or isn't doing well, probably because of the medicine I took. I had the option of a surgical abortion, and elected not to. If I'm going through this on my own, I will let God decide if he wants both, one, or none to be born. And the kid would deserve to know their father's side of the family. Oh, wow. Good for fuck's sake.
Wow. What was the date on this again?
Okay.
August
so
6th.
breaking this down. She's 5 weeks. Mm-hmm. She's sick enough to go to the clinic.
Right.
She had to get an ultrasound. She thought she was having an ectopic pregnancy. Why did she think that?
I want to know what her version of what that experience was like.
I was about to say, usually that's very painful. Yeah. Usually,
serious. It's a very, very.
Oh no, it'll kill you. Mm-hmm. That's why I was like, you're not usually just sick, but you're in an immense amount of pain.
That's a fair point, Dan Montana. And then like Clayton is upset about it. She'll take it just to piss him off. I don't know though.
I mean, it's possible, but I just feel like if she's really thinking that, she's got it. It's basically saying I am a liar. So I don't know.
Right. Yeah. Sick is not ectopic at all. I
will say, I know that was one of the things that I was, because I had the endometriosis they were worried about. I had one block tube, one with that anyway, and then I had a tube removed. But I was told that because of my past or my current medical history, to be aware that this is a possibility, and that if I felt any pain, like any pain, that I was supposed to go straight to the emergency room. So it's just weird to be like, I was feeling sick, because nobody ever mentioned feeling sick. It was just, if you feel pain at all, go to the
and it's excruciating pain from what I've heard. like it is like you know, like your appendix bursting or something. Like it is not. You don't be like, oh, I just got little cramps, I don't know if it's gas.
No, I had a whole tube removed because of an infection. Let me tell you, I've never felt pain like that before in my life. It was awful. It was awful. And I feel like you would know, because
Oh, she continued.
But I see at the bottom she did say, I'm giving you one more shot too.
I know. Let's see if it's continued. What? Exhibit B.
I'm giving you one more.
Wish we would have continued that conversation.
I need the whole text, man.
Here is. Oh, there we go. Sorry. Here is her sonogram. See her name up there at the top. And it's the same from I Still Believe Vanishing Blogspot.com. That's Stormy's blog. And
that is like the exact same picture. Yeah. Like she did not a whole lot of alterations to it at all.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Other than maybe changing the name. But holy crap.
Yeah. That's why everything she says, it just doesn't add up to the reality of the experiences, you know. So here's them blown up, Laura's, and then the other one on top. See, 11, 12, 20, 14, 5 weeks, 2 days. Oh, what did Laura put on hers? Did she put anything? Oh, yeah, 5 weeks, 0 days.
She changed the 2 days. Mm-hmm. And then let's see. I'm just trying to see what else she put on here.
I mean, I will say ultrasound. I don't know how to read ultrasound. Like, I don't see it most of the time like that. I'm like, okay. For me, I find it very difficult. But
well, you can see the sacs, the two. But I was looking to see if there was like an estimated due date, because I was curious about that.
Mm-hmm.
I also find it so intriguing when they can get the font to match exactly the rest of the font on the screen, because that's so hard to do sometimes.
I know, for someone that's so busy with all the things. All right. Ooh, here you go, Buff. All right. This is
text.
from
I love the text.
Greg Gillespie. He forwarded this to his attorneys, Greg and Casey. The subject forward, urgent copy of conversation with Joe Cotchett in contract, along with the PDF. So this is what Laura sent to Greg from her lawyers, and then he forwarded it to his attorneys.
Her lawyers.
So here you go. Why don't you go for this one?
Hi, Uncle Joe. First of all, I hope you had a great weekend and that the smoke didn't get as bad on the peninsula as you thought it would. I miss our dinners and hope you get out here soon. Although I've yet to find another house of prime rib, so lower your standards for now. Again, thank you so much for the enormous help you've been in this sad situation that I'm in. Here's where I'm at. After many emails, I have heard from Greg this morning. He wanted to discuss things tomorrow at 7 p.m. I was surprised, but certainly wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt, since all I have wanted is for him to keep his word. His word. He made promises. Since his initial message, I have sent more messages that I know he has read and that have been left unresponded to. As much as I want to give him more and more chances, I don't think he wants them. Cue sad violin. I think the best call is to pursue alternative service and try to get him twice. Once by posting on his house and the other by calling his company and finding coworkers to serve him. I think you're right that you would be better at making those phone calls than me. I texted you the coworkers who we could ask to serve. Did she stalk his coworkers too?
Probably.
That's so creepy. Once that happens, we can file for the punitive damages like you recommended. I really do stand firm in staying under $100,000 in punitive damages, but I guess it also depends on the damages to the child. Although wouldn't that also be covered in family court? I will think about what you said about trying to go for a settlement straight out of the box. I don't want to play this nasty girl. Stop.
Right.
Honestly, I just wish this never happened and that we could just be happy. Like I said, we could be. Here's hoping he proves us wrong. Oh, like that we could just be happy like he said we could be. I got it. Here's hoping he proves us wrong. I'm giving him one more chance. Okay, spell check is your friend. Love, Laura.
It's just weird, Laura. Okay, so this apparently is from. I know. I was like, man, our chat is giving all sorts of crazy advice over there. Just kidding. All right. So this allegedly is from Joe to Laura. Okay. Laura, what's the update? I'm ready to get started on this the second you give me the go ahead! Exclamation mark that I've never seen lawyers use, really. As much as I want this guy to be exactly the man he's told you that he is, I'm not convinced that he is what. I'm always here for you and the whole Owens family, whenever you need me, and if you want me to go after this guy, I will make this case a top priority. Shh, because I really feel for you right now. How old is this Joe guy anyway? There's no way he talks like this. Allison sent me over the retention agreement and medical files. Every test result that came into our office matched what you had said. You have an easy, open, and shut case. This guy has nothing going his way here, and I think he could provide for a real landmark case regarding abortion coercion. This may be very needy, and we could make this a public interest story with the snap of a finger. However, in your interest, we could also just follow for judgment immediately so that you could start receiving money immediately. I thought it was for charity.
But it's not about the money.
Obviously. Remember, any man would feel the luckiest man alive to have you by his side.
Oh, stop.
You were polite, kind, and thoughtful as a little girl. And those qualities got even better as you got older. Regardless of what happens, I am by your side. Uncle Smiley Face, Joseph W. Conchett.
Okay, but he's kind of creepy, right? Like, that's kind of creepy.
It's weird.
As a little girl, and those got better as you got older. Okay, creepy. Like,
right? No lawyer is telling these things to their client. Like,
my uncle is not saying those things to me either.
Like this. It's crazy. I need an edible just hearing what she says.
I need an edible.
Right? Maybe if they were having a conversation, but like, that's the thing is like, why? She doesn't know shit about shit. Always. Yes, KB. The philanthropy and donation thing was straight out of the Amber Heard playbook. I know, right? Like, I want to
donate or a donation.
Yeah, I'm going to donate all these winnings, but let's keep it under $100,000 because I don't want to give more than that to charity, obviously. Rude. And I don't want anybody
more than that. I might keep it.
Right. Oh, any guy would be so lucky to have you by his side. No. All right. So then the next one is from Allison Cordova to Tony Stevens. Both of those people worked for the law firm, Joe Conchett's law firm, but not at the time they allegedly sent this. So Why don't you do this one?
Laura, please see below. Joe's secretary informed me that we had actually received the medical authorizations from you. Thank you. Everything you told us about pregnancy tests and ultrasounds align with the timing you provided us. There were no past pregnancies on your record, even though...
Interesting, Laura.
Didn't you claimed to be pregnant with Michael? Oh,
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting.
There were no past pregnancies on your record, and the 3 obstetricians you saw felt that the pregnancy was very consistent with intercourse that took place between June 30th and July 1st.
But also, they would never say because of intercourse.
Well, first of all, no doctor would tell you that.
No.
They can't tell you that because you can have
and you saw
stays there for 5 days.
Right. You saw 3 OBGYNs in 2 weeks. Could you know how busy they are?
She made the appointment, but she didn't actually go.
I forgot. That's basically the same.
It's basically the same thing. They have all also said that the abortion pills will play a big role in your child's development. It must feel like you have the weight of the world on you, but have no doubt that the jury will sympathize with your situation. The next step is to fill out the attached retention agreement. Thank you, best, Allison E. Cordova.
There's so many exclamation points. They don't use a lot of those. Okay, so here is the contingency fee agreements. And all of Laura's initials. The client agrees to pay attorney fees on the following basis. It's understood that no specific fee, blah, blah, the sum of 23% of the net amount recovered by compromise or trial. That's what she's going to pay her attorneys. So if they represented her in Uber, then that makes sense. Okay. All right. So that's
How does Greg have this?
Huh?
How does Greg have this?
She sent it to him. Laura sent him this information, those conversations, and this agreement. She sent
why?
Because she's an idiot. She thought she could scare him into settling, I think. right? Talking about intercourse with your uncle's employee, right? Like, okay.
I don't feel like an assistant would ever say that. Like, it just, everything looks good. Like, we can move forward. Like, they're not going into that kind of detail.
No, not at all. All right. So that's all of that. It's not really super like important. It's pretty standard stuff if it was for this case, but it's not according to them.
And how would she make that determination as a lawyer? She's not a medical doctor. She would have to say, we'll have to hire our own doctors, have doctors look at it. They'll submit their findings in a report, verifying or whatever. Like, right? The lawyer's not going to verify any of that information.
Not this early. Be like, oh, some doctors, we may have some good doctors to give like statements for or something, along those lines. But I don't think she just understands, like, lawyers do have to be kind of careful what they say. They're also required to say certain things. For example, they're required to tell a client all of the good things that can happen with their case and all of the bad things that can happen with your case. Like, you can't guarantee your client ever that it's a slam dunk. We're going to win it. I mean, you can kind of do that to some degree, but like, you really got to be like, well, we could probably.
Well, most of the time they'll tell you have a case, but there's always a chance that,
Right. In better lawyer speak than what I was doing. All right. So this is from Laura to Casey Bowman, one of Greg's attorneys. So would you like this one or would you like me to?
You can read it if you want.
All right. Ms. Bowman, I want to be clear that the reason I am filing this specific case, when was this? August 30th, 2020. Okay. Against Mr. Gillespie is because he coerced me into taking abortion pills and the personal damages I have suffered as a result of it. I am planning on filing a separate case this week through the family law court. Okay. I would, of course, be willing to have a prenatal paternity test done at ARC Labs when I am able to, which they say is when the pregnancy is at least 9 weeks along. The only 2 times I have had sex since February 2020 were with Mr. Gillespie on June 30th and July 1st. Oh, I can't even believe it was 2020, to be quite honest with you.
Just to make sure I'm understanding this correctly, this is sent to Gillespie's attorney.
This is to Gillespie's attorney, yes.
From
Laura. Yes.
But she has an attorney. So why is she communicating?
No. Well, yes, I see what you're saying.
Why is she communicating directly? Like, you should not be communicating at all, except through your own attorneys. This should come straight from her attorney.
Yeah, you don't contact the other side in any way, shape, or form if you've hired a lawyer. That's what you hired them for.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, wait a minute, this doesn't even make sense. Like, you would not be talking to his attorney at all without representation.
So this is the 23rd day of August that she signs to retain, allegedly, Joe Cotchett, which we know she doesn't. All right. And then this email she sends on the 23rd to his lawyers, which is crazy. And yes, she is representing herself. But, she's now being like, well, I'm going to get a lawyer, basically, I think, as like a scare tactic.
I mean, she was, but she did retain an attorney, but it looks like it's the same day. Does it have a timestamp? It does at the top.
This one's 2/23.
So 2/23. When did, I guess it didn't have a timestamp.
Oh, when did she send, hold on, when did she send that, or when did Joe's place send an email? There's Allison, 11:40 a.m. on
that's
August
on the 19th.
Because she forwarded all of these, though. So she's making it seem like there's Sunday, August 22nd. She had to give some time to build up these big conversations, guys. Oh, so she sent this to him on Sunday, August 22nd. What? hold on. And Sunday, August 22nd, he sends them. See, here's the PDF for the contract. So, yeah, Buff, you're going to have to do a timeline.
I know, right? Like, none of this makes sense.
Yeah. So the next day on Monday, she sends this to them. All right. So where were we? There's no question that my pregnancy was a result of intercourse with him, and I would be happy to prove that. In fact, I asked him in writing many times if he would do that. Sorry. I just want to make sure that we keep these separate, regardless of whether or not the pregnancy had survived because of the abortion at Mr. Gillespie's coercion. The result would be extremely damaging, either resulting in no child when I was clear that I wanted to proceed with the pregnancy on my own, if not for his presence in my life, or one likely compromised child, and possibly a second that did not survive as a result of his pressure tactics. Quite frankly, I don't see how either would work in his favor. Bitch, you are at 8 weeks right now. You're going to know, based on your little ultrasounds you just had, whether or not you're pregnant at this point. Crazy. I will be amending the current lawsuit for the additional punitive damages of $75,000. So now we're what, $110,000 she's asking for? I would never waste my time and energy filing a lawsuit were it not for the fact that his actions were not only morally and ethically wrong, but they destroyed lives. He was very clear on the impact this would have on me if he were to leave after the abortion, and it is all documented. Okay.
That's what you're really mad about.
I have spoken informally today with the attorney who I plan to represent me, and he was concerned about the motives behind Mr. Gillespie's messages yesterday. Why would you be sending this to another one? You're crazy.
Was he concerned enough to tell you, like, hey, you should not be speaking to his attorney at all? Like, I feel like there's usually an instruction.
Right.
I mean, I know this is all fake, but still.
She's not good at it.
That's why I said fraud better.
Right. He said that I had been very clear in my messages to him that I did not want him to contact me unless he wanted to maintain the promises that he made me in order to get me to have an abortion. But please have him contact me. He said that he thought it was odd that Mr. Gillespie would have asked to meet up, responded to my statement that I did not want to get together for any reason other than what I had written to him, and then responded with the time, only never to follow up with where or why. He had clearly hired your firm's services at this point, and based on his lack of response, did not want to resolve this privately. So it seems probable that he wanted to lure me into a dangerous situation. Oh my God. Oh, geez. This isn't unrealistic of me to think, given the many threatening and intimidating texts he sent me to get me to take abortion pills in my complaint, and his strong desire to not have a bastard child. I also have legally admissible evidence of him telling me the night after I took the pills that if he were to see me, he would call the cops and have them take care of me if he hadn't already done it himself. The attorney is worried for my personal safety because he believes Mr. Gillespie will stop at nothing to ensure that this child is not born. Oh my gosh, she is so fucking dramatic. Yeah, that's why he went and got lawyers, babe. Who goes and gets lawyers and then does all of this stuff? And why won't he talk to me now that he's got lawyers? Meh. Please consider the situation that I was in. It is beyond cruel to coerce someone to get an abortion and then the day after call them a psychopath for believing that a relationship with me was what he wanted, block them on every form of social media, and then say that if they were to be contacted, they would take these sort of extreme actions. Think of her, everybody. Just think of her. So cringe. It's so bad. Can the criminal court order a gag on her to make it stop? I mean, if in criminal court, yeah. I don't know. Do gag orders?
Then we lose all our interest.
Yeah, we don't want gag orders. We don't want those, friends. That usually means things are all that stuff.
I don't really like gag orders because that's shady sometimes.
Yeah, if the psychopath shoe fits. Oh my goodness. Okay. He also told me for days how sick he was with COVID and had me walk into a trap.
Oh my God.
She's fucking ridiculous.
A trap.
What is going on in her perspective of things? Oh my gosh. He claimed early one evening that he felt terrible. Then was unresponsive. Okay. How dare he? I kept asking him if he was okay, and then I wondered if I should come by to make sure if he was okay. But with a mask. My dad is very compromised, and I don't want him to get sick. So I'm just going to stop by, though, real quick anyway, just to make sure, because I'm so gamma. Around 11 a.m., I decided to come by there on my way home from the gym, which was 3 minutes away. He didn't respond to repeated knocks on the door, and I didn't know what to do.
So I called the cops and got a welfare check because I thought he died.
I thought he was dead. Wow. I've checked on people before, but they have always been okay. And I honestly had no idea what a person is supposed to do if they suspect otherwise. Oh my God. It didn't pop up that he's sick and might be just fucking sleeping. You're like, oh my God. Oh my God. I think he's dead, guys. Jeez.
Or if you're really worried, you get a welfare check. But you showed up and just went psycho.
Why won't he answer the door?
Because he don't like you. Because, right? Babe, he's just not that into you. Okay.
He's not that into you, babes. Okay.
No. He doesn't like you.
I stayed for 20, 30 minutes. Then got a text from him as I was driving out saying he was sleeping and asked me why I would come by. Yeah, because it's crazy. I explained that since he had COVID badly, that I was going to, expose myself to take back to my very sick dad, in case you forgot that he's a very sick man. Okay. I care about him so much.
He tried to kill my dad, and I'm surprised it doesn't say that.
I'm sure somewhere in it. He tried to kill myself by having COVID. How is this a trap? Okay, let's keep reading. He did not respond to messages. I thought he might be dead. He responded by saying that people don't die from COVID. Well, that's not right, Greg.
Well,
unbeknownst to me, he was there the whole time and had snapped a photo of me at the door, clearly clueless as to what to do. The day after the abortion, he said he would file harassment charges for me being at his door. I walked into a trap. I am unsure what his intentions are with me, but he seems to be calculated in his actions. It was a trap because she's just a caring, thoughtful person about.
But it's not a trap. Did he ask you to come over?
No.
He
didn't want you there.
No.
Bitch.
He did not ask you to come over. He said, I'm sick. You decided to go over there. He did not answer the door. There was no invitation. Usually there's an invitation when it's a trap.
But he made her wait 20 to 30 minutes to make her seem more crazy, obviously.
Who stands outside somebody's door for 30 minutes?
Right? And she's so scared of him and all of that. Oh my goodness. Hi, you, sir. He'd stop at nothing to make sure the baby wasn't born, but let's just drop by uninvited, right? Like, make it make sense. Oh, she's the worst. That's the worst. Unfortunately, there is no evidence or indication that Mr. Gillespie meant to keep his word. I have never wanted to be wrong more so than I do now. I most certainly, and remember, guys, she's writing this to his lawyers like an idiot. Okay. I have never wanted to be wrong more so than I do now. I most certainly did not force him into a relationship or to love me, because he's not loving me or in a relationship with me. So clearly I didn't win. I told him many times that I thought he didn't like me or even hated me. And he said I was talking in circles and that he had been consistent in his decision to be with me. If he didn't like me, he could have just let me make my own choice. Oh my God, he did. He said it
several times.
All of the times. I told him that I was more than fine with that. Nope. You said, you know what? Why don't you just think about it some more? Okay, great. If he had to pay child support down the line, he could have been a man, paid it, and avoided me. That would have been fine. Bullshit.
She would not have let that happen.
Right? Spoiler alert, he hates you. Right? If he, that would have been fine. He knew my strong desire to keep the pregnancy because of my faith. And clearly acted with an evil, selfish mind to get me to do what he wanted at any and all costs. Well, your faith seems that real wobbly. If some guy you went on a whole 2 dates with and got knocked up could change your mind and be in a relationship to get rid of the baby. What strong beliefs you have there. I didn't force him into a relationship, but he forced me to take medical abortion pills. If my legal counsel was incorrect in thinking that Mr. Gillespie's text message sent yesterday regarding meeting up for tonight was malicious, intending to cause physical or emotional abuse, please let me know. That's ridiculous.
So wait a minute. This harassing messages. Wait, I'm confused by that.
I don't know.
Because remember, she said they were menacing messages.
Yeah.
So she interpreted a meeting of people, like, get these people together. Let's talk this out. Like,
I don't know.
And the legal counsel inferred it as, we're going to beat you up.
I guess.
I'm so confused.
Join the
But
club.
it's Laura.
I can't imagine when this lawyer got this message. Like, what? Oh, I would love nothing more than for him to be the man who I thought he was and blame his actions on a breakdown because of his COVID and stress. What? Oh my God. Oh, okay. I can't wait till we get to like the actual like Zoom hearings and shit. Oh my God. It's going to be a riot. If he chooses to stand behind his words, I will file to dismiss with prejudice all charges related to this and not file the criminal and family law cases. He can contact me directly if that is the case, and we can move forward. I'm very clear of my motives and stance. This has nothing to do with money and everything to do with being a man of integrity. Okay. All I am asking him to do is to keep his word. If he does that, everything will be dropped. However, it seems to me that he did whatever he could to get me to have an abortion and say whatever I wanted to hear in order to get me to do that. It doesn't seem like a good idea for him to enter this case trying to defend himself when there is so much evidence that he lied. if needed, his intentions were if indeed his intentions were at best cruel and manipulative and at worst dangerous, then I would like to know how he can be served for the other cases. Then I would like to know how he can be served for the other cases that would presumably not be by your firm. Can you tell me how I can do that, please? What? Wow.
I think your lawyer would be able to figure that out.
Right? I am sending a copy of this to him to get that information regarding other cases without contacting him privately. Okay. My process server said that Greg was home each time he tried to serve him, and I won't go through the same fruitless process again to serve additional lawsuits. I would appreciate an address that would be best to serve him at. She's insane. You're going to... I hope that he is who he decided to be at the start of this process and not who he seems to be now. I will leave it up to him to decide how he wants to move forward. And if he was lying so elaborately that he would take a $120,000 lawsuit, a criminal law case for domestic violence, a family law cases to establish paternity and child support, and resulting legal fees over being a man of his word. If he is going to stand behind that lie, I would like to know his intentions behind texting me yesterday.
Oh my God.
Contact me here if he rethinks his decision regarding a relationship and if he would like to be a part of pregnancy decisions going forward.
You don't even know if you're pregnant anymore. Also, what did you expect to get from his attorney?
Wow.
Like, you sent this to his attorney where you thought they were going to be like, gee, Greg, I think you should do what she says. Like, like the attorney's representing him. Like, what did you think? She was going to get the attorneys on her side? Like, I'm so confused.
I don't even understand how this even crossed her mind. She's also being like, basically trying to be like, you're not going to like him. He is not a man of integrity. You don't want to represent him.
But that's what I was like, what is she doing? You think she's just trying to be like, he is such a bad guy. Don't do this. Like, I'm going to change the lawyer's mind. I am like, What was the intention?
No, I did not.
I didn't see
Fiverr logo, but I have heard that's the case. Hold on.
But I don't know what a Fiverr logo looks like.
It's FIVERR, like .com.
That's all it is.
Like
just watermark. The name?
It's a watermark. Hold on.
Okay. Well, let's see if we can find it because.
Oh gosh, I don't know because our eyes aren't as good as. Because I know it's like somewhere in this section.
I am old.
Yeah, me too. Girl.
I don't see anything.
Oh, right here it is. Bloop. Do you see my mouse? Hold on. Let me blow it up.
Oh crap! It's in there. Okay.
Hold on. Un momento. Right there.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I was wondering how she got everything to match up so perfectly because, like, that's hard to do. I mean, not that I've ever done it, but I've done it with other things where you're like trying to match things you made another time and it doesn't really work that well.
Yeah. And now look how obvious it is.
Oh,
now.
Wow.
Yeah. So she paid Fiverr to change that.
Did they not notice it? Because I feel like if they had noticed it at the time, they would have circled it and like blown
I don't think so. And check. Well, they might have already said or will say. I think it wasn't. Was it Dave?
I love that the chat is here to fill in the blanks for me. Like, it helps us sometimes because I have questions that aren't going to be in these.
Yes, Evelyn. I thought I had a boyfriend and he lied. So he needs to pay me money and I'm afraid and he needs to pay. And anything I say is true because I am the heroine. Pretty much, right? But can you get him to call me? Thanks. Because I still want to be.
But like, also, if he still wants to date on Free Friday.
Oh my gosh.
I booked us a table at House of Primary.
Right? Yeah. Oh yeah, the Michelle thing's pretty crazy. Yeah. Right? She seems to think that she can file a Right? That does not work the same, babe. You don't get to decide if there's a criminal case or not.
But lying is a crime.
Have you ever heard of perjury? Because I have like 18 charges of it.
So lying is a crime. And he promised.
I think so too, Winks and Wilts. Yes, she wanted his counsel to drop him as well. Okay, that was with Dave Neal live with Megan Fox when they discovered the Fiverr logo. So this was several years after Right Chat, I think it was. She didn't even pay Fiverr to remove the watermark.
I need a link to that video clip. If someone finds it, can drop the. I don't know if our comments allow video links, so because of spam.
Oh, I don't know. Can email it to somebody. Email it to me. One of the mods will put my email in the chat. It's actually a triplet, not a watermark. Yeah, once you see it, you can't unsee it. You're like, holy shit.
I didn't even notice it.
Yeah.
Well, not in the chat. I just meant like in the comments after the video is over, Winks. I was thinking like at the end of the video.
Man, talk about a moment I wish I could have experienced with everyone when they.
I know, but now I want to go back and watch because I feel like I have FOMO.
And it's lives in 2024. So yeah, so 3 years after this is when it gets noticed. That's fascinating. We'll find it. That's hilarious. She's just such an idiot. Oh wow. During Clayton's case. Info to Dave, if I remember. They were reviewing the stuff Greg had supplied. Okay. Oh, here, let me just do the command and I'll put my.
I will say, I think our mods ditched us.
They might have. That's okay. It should pop up. You can email any one of those. I am Tara. Believe it or not, my real name's not Llama. It's crazy. I know.
Believe it or not, we're both Tara. So
that's true. That is true. We are T squared. That's what we call ourselves. All right. So she sends to his lawyers like a crazy person. And then Casey, one of his lawyers, writes her back. How does she respond to this? I bet when this came in, she ran to Greg and everybody in the office and was like, you guys are not going to believe what I just
100% that got passed around. 100%. Like everybody in the office was like, read this. Yeah. 100%.
All right. So, Ms. Owens, attached here too are the notice of appearance and acceptance of service that we e-filed this morning, along with confirmations the filings were received. We will be sure to provide you with conformed copies as soon as we receive the same. In the meantime, it appears from a brief review of the pleadings that have been filed to date that a non-invasive prenatal paternity test should be ordered. Mr. Gillespie is willing to pay for the test. Please let us know if you are agreeable. If so, we believe that Arc Point Labs in Scottsdale can administer this test, and we would be happy to contact them and forward additional details about the testing process. I am attaching ARC's Point's website below for your review. Thanks in advance. That, my friends, is exactly what a lawyer email sounds like.
I would say that exactly.
They're to each other, to you, like
direct, succinct, straight to the point. Yeah, like that's crazy.
Thank you, Boots. Thank you for everybody emailing me. I appreciate it.
I love it.
All right, so this is from
Casey Bowman again.
Yeah, to Greg. What, is this the same one? No. Okay. This is the Miss Owens.
It is to Greg. Wait.
No. Oh, this is.
Okay. It's CC'd to Greg. Okay.
Yeah. Miss Owens, please note that we have been retained to represent Gregory Gillespie regarding the civil complaint you recently filed in Maricopa County Superior Court. We will be filing a notice of appeal and acceptance of the service of complaint today. Therefore, please direct all future communications to our firm, or if represented, please provide us your attorney's contact. So, okay, so she got the email, because she's pro se, you know, they're representing Greg, which is, if she had a lawyer, her lawyer would be contacting, and the two attorneys will email back and forth. So they email her, and then she's like, let me tell you about your fucking client.
And they're like, thank you.
Right. Okay.
Cool.
So here, this one, you're going to have to read this one because I got to let my dogs out. This is from Greg Woodnick, Lawyer Greg. We're going to call him Lawyer Greg, even though, well, he's Greg with 2 G's. Greg with 1 G is...
Lawyer Greg is easier. Lawyer Greg to Greg.
Okay. So I'm assuming Laura.
Well, it does say Laura, comma.
Right. Right. So you do that and I will be...
It's a good hint. Back. All right. Laura, you should have received the confirmation data from ArcPoint regarding the prenatal paternity testing. As I trust you will be advised by counsel, it is your choice to participate in the testing at this point. As litigation proceeds, that will not be the case, as the court will order the same pursuant to ARS 25-814 and relevant case law. You should be in receipt of our notice of appearance. The court issued permission for alternate service, but that is not necessary, as we have notified the court that we represent Mr. Gillespie. We are in the process of drafting a response to your complaint and a counter petition. You can avoid both litigation expenses and exposure to a sizable civil judgment by promptly filing to dismiss your civil suit. Please be advised, as I'm sure your Uncle Joe warned you was forthcoming. Okay, that was like chef kiss. I love that. The counter petition will contain a fraud allegation, as the images you sent to Mr. Gillespie were confirmed to be a recycled ultrasound from 2015. Greg has advised that he will suspend his counterclaim and related litigation once you promptly file to dismiss your civil suit and confirm that you are not pregnant. Okay. That was awesome. Like the circle back to Uncle Joe was like my favorite part of that entire email. Oh my gosh. The irony is,
all right, I'm back.
Let's say.
Oh, my dog's still outside.
Are
we getting tea from the chat?
I am always trying to get the tea from the chat. They're so smart. They all know the things. Okay, did you read that second to last paragraph?
No, let's see. This is Greg to her, right?
Greg to Loya. You can avoid both litigation expenses and exposure to a sizable civil judgment by promptly filing to dismiss your civil suit. Please be advised, as I'm sure your Uncle Joe warned you was forthcoming. The counter petition will contain a fraud allegation, as the images you sent to Mr. Gillespie were confirmed to be a recycled ultrasound from 2015. Now, that was chef's kiss. That was my favorite part. I was just telling the chat. That was my favorite part of the whole text or email, because I was like, that was everything. That was awesome. It was like as your uncle probably told you. That was the best. Should uncle. That was awesome.
That is great.
I do like a sassy lawyer.
I mean, if I was a lawyer, I would have a hard time just not being like, all right, like, bitch, let's go.
Oh, that's why I said, well, I mean, you saw what my response would be. This is bullshit. Send.
Right.
Like, I would just be like,
sassy. And I love it.
I would definitely be a sassy attorney. I would so much snark.
I cannot wait till Gingras comes in, because it's the few that I've read are fucking hilarious.
Was it Fukong hilarious?
It was Fukong hilarious, you guys. Let me tell you what. All right. So then this is from Sarah Seberg, who I guess is a paralegal at Woodnick Law, to Laura and everybody else. Laura, you should receive an email from Arc Point Labs of Scottsdale later today setting your appointment for non-invasive prenatal paternity testing for next week. Thanks. And that is the
list. Made an appointment, I'm sure.
Right? But that right there is how law firms communicate and communicate to each other, to their clients. It is very matter of fact, okay? Because they're busy people. And they charge like
with a little
$8,000 an hour. And a little
oh my gosh, so ridiculous. Like they bill like by like every 12 or 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So crazy.
It is kind of crazy. Yes. All right. Well, we still got plenty of time. So we're going down the line. Down. Up next, we have Laura's reply to Greg's response to her motion to seal. All right, so this is her reply to Greg, who replied to her motion.
but I'm a podcaster.
Right. This is dated October 11th, 2021. And as you can see, she is still pro se. What? Where's Uncle Joe?
I'm so confused.
Where are the odds? Where are the odds? All right, so come now.
She paid a retainer.
Right.
She signed a contract.
She did. It's fine. It was just the thought. She got a lawyer. She thought about it. So
she made an appointment with a lawyer.
An appointment.
She got a free consultation.
Right? Plaintiff Laura Owens and files as her reply to Greg's response to Laura's motion to seal, and in support thereof states as follows. On August 11th, 2021, Laura filed a complaint against Greg for domestic violence, abortion coercion, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. We should also do a tracker of how many times she puts into everything. He's not the man he said he was. By the way, we need some sort of ticker for that.
A counter up at the corner.
Mm-hmm. On September 24th, 2021, Laura filed a motion to seal, given that she is a popular self-help podcaster who is scheduled to give a TED Women Talks in December. And Greg has made it perfectly clear that he is out to ruin her reputation.
Yeah.
Don't mind the
fact
that
I feel like it's the other way around.
Right. But no. Right. Popular.
Oh, don't make me start singing Wicked.
I know. She wishes she was Glinda. Therefore, on October 6th, 2021, Greg, through counsel, filed his response to plaintiff's motion to seal. Defendant has improperly used his untimely motion to dismiss in response to motion to seal to raise fraud allegations against Laura. Greg is not using his motions for the purpose that they are available for, and is instead using any motion he files to include damaging false allegations against Laura with the intention of making these allegations public. To date, Greg has not addressed anything in Laura's complaint. You read that. I got to go let the dogs back in because Natalie went.
She just wants someone to respond to her. Like, she just wants attention. It's like, he hasn't said anything yet. It's so stupid. Defendant's use of his motion to dismiss and response to motion to seal make it all the more clear that it is necessary this court grants plaintiff's motion to seal in order to protect plaintiff from defendant's malicious intentions of tarnishing plaintiff's reputation. Exhibit 1. Pursuant to Rule 5.2, blah, 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 a court may order that a document may be filed under seal when a substantial probability exists that the person seeking to file the document under seal or another person would be prejudiced if it is not under seal.
Mm-hmm. You know, she keeps talking about this podcast, which I haven't listened to. I'm not going to because I don't want to give that bee any money of any kind. But
But aren't you just a little curious?
I'm so curious because she keeps being like, I'm a self-help podcast. I want to hear what fucking dumbass advice she tells people. Because if this is her example of reality, I can only imagine what bullshit she spews on these. And it's with her mom too. It's her and Jan in a podcast together, which is.
Is it okay to hate watch? I mean, is it okay to watch if you're hate watching?
Maybe. Oh yeah, I'm sure it is all fake BS.
Okay. Oh, I'm sure. It's just I'm so curious. It's a genuine curiosity.
Right? Maybe we'll stream it in Discord. I'm just kidding. Anyway,
I would watch.
That's what we all did. I couldn't make it through one episode. Her mom must be the voice of reason. Oh God, help us all if that's
well, that's a terrible idea because her mom sounds as cuckoo bananas as she is.
Right? Gosh, her bankruptcy stuff. I can't wait till we get into that too. There's so much. All right. So defendant Greg continues to make desperate attempts to ruin Laura's reputation, including but not limited to fabrication of emails and submitting them on the record while committing fraud upon the court.
Oh,
wow.
Girl. Stop. Like, are we talking to ourselves? Like, really?
You're telling me lawyers who at the best of the bar are staking their entire career on making up fraud. Okay, Laura, sure, babes. Greg's counsel sending 5 emails between August 24th and October 8th, 2021 to California attorney Joe Cotchett, a family friend who has no involvement in this case. What? In blatant, malicious attempts to embarrass Laura with accusations of fraud that they claim occurred August 19th and on the night of August 2021. So is she saying that they made up her signature on the retention agreement? Like, you said he was going to be involved. You literally said those words, but okay. The complaint was filed on August 11th, and coincidentally, Greg's attorney notified Laura of their representation of Greg on the morning of August 23rd, 2011. What a coincidence. Mr. Cotchett was unaware of Laura's pregnancy until Greg's counsel leaked that confidential medical information to him.
What?
That was literally in your complaint, babe. It was not. Oh my God.
It literally, but even the emails to Mr. Cotchett said that you sent all your medical information to him and all the pregnancy dates lined up, right? Like, am I lost?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, exactly. Like, you literally.
I'm being gaslit.
Oh
like,
God.
Is that not what I read? Is that not what we all read?
Right? No, I think she's accusing them of making all that stuff up, like faking it. That she never sent the stuff to them. I think that's what she's accusing him. I hope you guys play the video. Which video do you want us to watch? We might do that. Just let me know.
I think it's the Fiverr video where.
Oh, yes. I mean, would they be like, okay, if we did a reaction to that? I'm fine. I just don't want to, YouTube etiquette and such. Okay. So C, made up conversation between Greg's counsel and Mr. Cotchett, claiming that Mr. Cotchett had likely warned Laura of a pending counter petition for fraud if she did not promptly dismiss her claims against Greg, saying you can avoid both litigation expenses and exposure to a sizable civil judgment by promptly filing to dismiss your lawsuit. Please be advised, as I am sure your Uncle Joe Cotchett, warned you was forthcoming. The counter petition will contain a fraud allegation. as the images you sent to Mr. Gillespie were confirmed to be a recycled ultrasound from 2015. Greg has advised that he will suspend his counterclaim and related litigation once you promptly file to dismiss your civil lawsuit and confirm that you are not pregnant. Oh, it looks like she learned how to use the bold font feature, because I think that pissed her off when Greg used it. Like, well, I can make things bold too.
I think that's hilarious. Does she not know that that's literally what these things do back and forth? Like, that's how it goes. Like, they tell you what if you don't do this, I'm going to do this. Like, what did you think?
Right. These aren't threats, which I feel is like what she's.
I mean, it is kind of, but that's how lawyers interact with each other so that they know where this is going.
Right. Like, well, but that's just like, oh, well, yeah, if you file this, I'm going to file that. Like, that's in the legal world, though, that's not really threatening when you're corresponding with the other side. Unlike somebody who's like, if you don't date me, I'm going to have your babies. Okay.
Saying that out loud and hearing someone say that just sounds ridiculous.
It's so ridiculous.
You don't date me, I'm going to have your baby.
Now, Mr. Cotchett had been in contact with Laura since Greg's counsel first contacted him. Oh, did he? Oh, and Mr. Cotchett has not spoken with Greg's counsel once, let alone to warn her of this potential counterclaim by Greg. Mr. Cotchett has called the conduct of Greg and his legal counsel outrageous and has offered Laura help in any way. Exhibit 3. Laura, what's in Exhibit 3? Yeah, by the way, with the clips, yeah, I will look for it this weekend. And then when we come back next week, we will definitely then, if you guys all think that's cool, we will react. We'll wait to watch the Fiverr video and everything when we come back next week. So thank you guys for that. You know, some people are very cool, you know, like if you give them like credit and all of that, they're like, that's fine. But other people, you just don't know. They're very all over the place. And I'm like, I don't want people to be mad at me. Mm-hmm. I'm just a small.
I'm just a girl.
I'm just a girl with a reputation.
I'm just a self-help podcaster on YouTube.
Now, several bizarre attempts by Greg to turn Laura's complaint relating to abortion coercion into a paternity case, such as made-up conversations between Greg's counsel and Arc Point Labs regarding prenatal paternity testing that they claim to have scheduled on Laura's behalf in 3 emails and in a sworn statement, the motion to dismiss. Arc Point Labs denied any communication between their employees and Greg's counsel, and this was proven to be yet another threatening, fraudulent tactic used by Greg to intimidate her into dropping the case. Oh, Exhibit 4. So she is saying that they are making up shit? That's wild.
Yeah.
Falsely stating that Laura was not pregnant, despite clear evidence on the record that Laura underwent pregnancy testing at the Kierland Commons location of One Medical, a nationally known and well-respected healthcare provider. Laura did not send fraudulent sonographic images to Greg on August 6, 2021, and had no motive to, as it was already a known fact that she was pregnant. So she's saying, I didn't send that to him. He made it all up.
Despite the Fiverr logo.
Now, assessing Laura's online accounts and any fraudulent action Greg chooses to take on her behalf. Greg manipulated Laura into giving him her passwords to her. Shut up. Plaintiff into giving him her passwords to her personal email and medical portal on July 16th, 2021, after he claimed to disbelieve the documents presented by One Medical that proved Laura's pregnancy. So she's saying that Greg must have done all of this. He had access to my email. So clearly it was him doing this, not
me. He hacked her.
What? But, she didn't notice all of these things coming into her own email, apparently. Wow. Wowzers.
Wow.
Wowzers.
Oh, my God.
She has no shame in accusing people of everything. None. Wow. In addition, Greg forced Laura to have a live video call with a nurse practitioner on the same day to verify it. The One Medical was worried for Laura's safety after witnessing Greg's aggressive behavior towards her in the video call and contacted her via One Medical portal's messenger 5 times between July 16th and September 4th, 2021, as well as had her schedule a private video call to ensure her well-being and send domestic violence resources as they believe Greg to be, a possible threat.
Wow.
Laura received a message on September 28th, 2021 from Nicole Russell at One Medical warning her about a possible security breach that she indicated may have been linked to Greg. What?
Ooh, How?
I can't wait. Allegations of forcing Greg into a relationship, when in reality, every text message between Greg and Laura proved that it was Greg who wanted a relationship with Laura, as shown in manipulative text messages on August 4th, which was the night before Greg forced Laura to take abortion pills in front of him. Wow. Right? The audacity. No. He was trying to force us to have a relationship.
That is not what we read.
It's crazy. Moreover, in Greg's response to Laura's motion to seal, it is falsely alleged that Laura seeks only to seal the motion to dismiss. This is false, as Laura seeks to seal all documents, given that Greg is attempting to raise false allegations against Laura in every court filing, no matter how irrelevant or improper it may be.
But just his. But just his.
The evidence in the complaint, by the way, your evidence was garbage. It's not even verified. Calling it evidence is an interesting choice. In the complaint, shows Greg to be coercive, threatening, and intimidating, making statements such as, take the fucking pills, stop fucking saying it, and do it. It's pathetic. Yeah, I said, in the life of an unwanted, not created out of love child that doesn't have a heartbeat, and let us live our Fu Kong
lives.
Which right now you are ruining. Then prove it and fucking do it. And, quote, I will not relive one moment of this. Is that clear? I will not discuss this one more minute. If you bring it up and show hesitation regarding the decision to abort, I'm calling the cops or not, your choice. These do not show Greg in a good light. So the only reason why he would want these messages to remain public record is to humiliate Laura. Yeah, that's how far he's willing to go. He's like, yeah, you know what? I said some not great things, but you know what? Fuck it. Let's just put it out there anyway, because I'm not trying to believe I'm something I'm not. Look who showed up. Hello, Laura Owens. I love it.
I have missed you. I'm so sad when you don't grace our chat.
That's true. That's true. She's a big fan
I get
of
real
Laura
sad.
Owens.
I'm a big fan of the Laura Owens.
Yeah, I mean, talk about a master manipulator. Greg, he's manipulated her, his attorneys. And here's the thing. If she had no way, if she had a lawyer, that lawyer would say any of this shit in here. That is crazy. Yes, new idea for merch bumper stickers. Date me or I'm having your babies. Oh, which reminds me, actually. If you go to our merch store on tcwtmedia.com, there is a marked safe from Laura Owens coffee cup. I will be getting because it's hilarious. I wish you guys were my mom, but don't tell Jan. I love it. You guys are so great and funny. I love you.
You're so funny.
Plaintiff Laura would also like to bring to the court's attention the fact that Greg and Greg's counsel have altered the date of service, misleading the court into recording an incorrect date of service. Oh, look at her with these tiny little technicalities. Greg was made aware of impending service, emailed the case number, summons, civil complaint, certificate of compulsory arbitration, and civil cover sheet in an email that he read 10 times on September 12th and a total of 134 times as of October 7th, 2021. Okay.
But who's counting?
But who's counting?
Oh my God. She literally does keep tallies on everything.
She does. She does. Because, well, you know, if you catch some players are like this, right? They will hone into the smallest thing that might not look good for you and then be like, see, they're just like, they're worse, actually. They're just worse. And it's like, what? Get out of here. Nevertheless, Laura had to file a motion for alternative service on September 21st, 2021, after 3 attempts by the process server who believed that the defendant was evading service. Right to jail, Greg. Right to jail. Greg's counsel emailed Laura on September 23rd, 2021 to notify her that they were accepting service on his behalf. They filed an acceptance of service with notarization by Sarah Seberg, a paralegal who worked at Greg's counsel's law firm, all bold, reflecting a date of September 23rd, 2021. Therefore, Greg's counsel filed a second notarized acceptance of service with a date of February 27th, 2021. My birthday. With notarization by the same paralegal, Sarah Seberg. On the advice of the Secretary of State's office, Laura sent Ms. Seberg an urgent email asking for her notary journal request, an explanation, and for Greg's counsel office to rectify the error with the court, but did not receive a response. She called the fucking Secretary of State's office.
Of course she did. She's a Karen.
Wow. Wherefore, Laura respectfully requests that this court grants her motion to seal and grant such other relief as deemed of appropriate. And that's her that. There's that. Let's look at these exhibits, though. That's what we're really here for.
If we can figure out how she put them in there.
You guys have never called the Secretary of State on your ex. I guess not, man. I don't know.
I mean, does it work?
Losers.
No.
Yes, and Greg traveled back in time to hack Mike's and Laura's phones and computers. Oh my gosh. It's crazy. Yep. tcwtmedia.com. You can get that much. We also got to work Fu Kong onto some merch too. I don't know. Yeah, I'll think about it over the weekend. Or merch team.
Our Fukong lives.
All right, let's blow this up a little bit and let's see her exhibit.
Our Fukong loves, but I guess it's our fucking lives.
When he went back in time, that's when he messed up and impregnated. He's also a time traveler. That correct?
Pregnante. Best day of his life.
I can't find the mug. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Well,
I saw it there.
Yeah,
but I haven't looked lately.
I haven't either. So
it's right there.
So Greg apparently tells her, "I'll fucking make your life miserable." Never mind, she pretty much said the same to him. And did, really. Okay, so this is, we already read this. This is about going to the ARC.
Yeah, because she's like, oh yeah, you got to make an appointment, or they were like, make an appointment or whatever.
Yeah, here's the Uncle Joe quote there.
You're turning this into a paternity case, and I'm like, it's a coercion for an abortion case.
Obviously. Ooh, here we go. This is from Patrice O'Malley to Laura and Ron.
It's not up on the screen though.
Oh, I'm sorry. There we go. I'm so silly. I know how to do things. All right. So this is from Patrice O'Malley to Laura and Ron, sent on behalf of Joseph W. Cotchett, because that's what happened. Dear Laura, thank you for the note. It is an extraordinary story with Gillespie in all caps. I am glad that you are pursuing charges, as they conduct is outrageous. If we can help in any way, do not hesitate to call. Best regards, Joe. What? Okay.
But it was Patrice.
Right. On behalf of.
Oh, okay. What is the email address on Patrice? Is this like a Gmail account? Yeah, that's exactly what I was wondering.
And look, her dad is CC'd in it.
Oh.
So she's also trying to dupe her parents to being like, nah, everything is real, guys.
Well, it's no longer patient-client privilege once you include somebody else in the conversation. So
dumb.
Or not patient, lawyer, client. That's
right. Yeah, I know what you meant.
You knew what I meant.
So this one's from Sarah to Laura about scheduling. We got the test for you next week. This is from Laura Owens. Ooh, here we go. To Arc Point, the testing labs. Hi, I am self-represented. I know the opposing attorney said that it would be under my name, and they have lied about several things. So I just wanted to confirm that there were no orders. I don't believe there are, and I am the plaintiff. Thanks, Laura. Oh,
every time I hear hi,
like all the best.
Hi.
She didn't even say all the best, Laura. Is this even her?
She's like XOXO.
Right. Arc Point Labs of Scottsdale administration allegedly says, I don't see anything pending with your name on it. Sorry. Cheryl.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Who's a lab administrator with their line, please excuse any typos. This phone has a mind of its own. That's kind of a weird signature.
Yeah, that is weird.
A legitimate job, but okay, all right, maybe she's just a fun time.
And why are you typing it from a phone if it's your job? Like, that's right? Weird.
It is very weird when these results are pretty important. All right, she does need a wheelbarrow for the bone. She's got the elephantitis or whatever. That is, oh my gosh, Bruce, you're right. Like, her whole existence is just like her LARPing constantly. 50 Shades of Grey fans.
It's not even
a lawyer.
50 Shades of Grey. This is like, what is that stalking movie? It's like Fatal Attraction or some shit.
Oh, hello again, Donley. It's been a while. That's okay that you're late. Thank you. Either way, you can leave.
Better late than Laura.
Better late than Laura. That's true. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is allegedly one medical. Look at this name, John Jones. The most basic ass name ever. That's probably the real name, but I just think that's funny. So this is dated July 16th. Laura, patient. She took a urine pregnancy test. Indication. It doesn't even say like she didn't do a further test to test the levels of the HCG. She just peed. So we saw that before. Okay, so this is from July 16th, 2021. Laura, to whom it may concern, John Jones. Is John Jones real, chat? Or did she just make this up as well, like the other employees?
I think she did. I don't think this is real.
John Jones, DO. What does DO stand for?
I don't know.
I don't know what DO
That's what I was thinking. I don't know what
Doctor's orders. Shallow. What is DO?
It looks like a title.
If you don't know, just make it up because it's probably all made up anyway. So it says, to whom it may concern, patient was evaluated in the office today and was determined to be in the early stage of pregnancy. Patient was on seizure medication that decreased the effectiveness of her oral contraceptives. Please contact your office for any further questions. That's right. Because we read that and we were like, that's fucking bullshit. Like they would never.
Right.
Because you could get like a huge lawsuit from the company because it's not.
Doctor, that's what I thought. Doctor of Orthopedics, DO. But I was like, what is, usually you see PhD, internal medicine, like you see like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you don't usually see, I don't know.
Bruce the Moose, I'm giving you a trophy for today for fetal attraction. Because that should be the name of this whole horror story.
Well, that's
it's good stuff.
Damn it, Mountain. I guess that's what that name is. It says
Damn Montana.
Damn Montana. Okay. Why? I can't read. Yeah. It was Megan. Sorry, I messed up your name. I'm really bad at that.
That's just what I call them. It's just
damn it.
That's funny that's the name of her playlist.
This is a fetal attraction.
I love people that have a good sense of humor. I love it. So osteopathic medicine. But they wouldn't be at an OBGYN, right? What's osteo?
So.
What is that, bones?
Like that's bones.
Yeah.
Osteo, bone doctor.
Bone doctor. Well, it's because she got boned and pregnant, obviously. The baby has bones, Buffy.
I mean, that's not how this works, but okay. Not how any of this works.
All right. So this is notes for an office visit. Okay. These are her notes. All right. So patient stated that she thinks her LMP was about 4 to 6 weeks ago. Lady menstrual period. What does LMP stand for?
Last menstrual.
Oh, last menstrual. Okay. Was about 4 to 6 weeks ago. Patient stated that she had been taking Minostrin OCP daily, but that she didn't realize Lamictal interacted with OCP, decreasing the effectiveness. Okay, first of all, I took Lamictal as well for depression. All right, it's not just for seizures. Laura, who, remember, she went on and on and on and on and on about how depressed she was in Mike Maricini's case because she had an abortion then too. Listen, Lamictal can be very much given for depression and not just seizures. Laura, is that the real reason you were on it? Because I feel like it. She stated that her Lamictal was increased in 2020. Patient stated that she is in a relationship with her boyfriend. Patient stated that she has generalized epilepsy that was diagnosed in 2017, at which point patient was started on Lamictal. Okay.
Mm.
Or with the high school kids. Right? Oh, DOs have an extra year at medical school. That's just interesting.
I have never heard of it.
Oh, it's
okay. But not a doctor.
It's like treating your whole body as instead of a part. Okay. All right. I think so.
Okay.
She never wrote
least. Yeah.
Yes. I love this so much for all of us. Oh, you found the rest of it? Okay, good. I love that, Helva. I love that. Enjoy. All right. So she was generally awake and alert. I don't know what a lot of these other things mean. So, okay.
Wait.
Warm touch. I was going to say, you went to nursing school.
Yes.
Maybe
head, eyes, ears, nose, throat. HEENT.
I'm like, you went.
Okay, her eyes are fine.
God, her eyes are fine. Oh my goodness.
She's awake and alert. Okay, so everything's fine.
So she's fine, guys. She's fine. She has no crackles.
No murmurs, no rubs, no gallops. Okay.
So her urine pregnancy test was positive. Patient advised to start taking prenatal vitamin and to establish care with an OBGYN for prenatal care. Okay, so this guy was definitely not OBGYN. They're like, you need to go. Gotcha. Okay, now.
Yeah, it sounds like it's urgent care.
Okay. Which also doesn't really say a whole lot. All right, so this is her visit to One Medical from her to John Jones. Hey, thanks so much for seeing me today. Was wondering if you could message or email me, whatever, the letter and the visit summary, my health info from the last visit. My boyfriend wanted me to send it to him, even though I did take a pic of your letter. Thank you so much. And this apparently is the doctor guy. Hi, Laura.
That's John Jones?
That's John Jones, apparently.
Okay.
Attached in the office visit note from today, please let me know if you need anything else. Hope you have a great weekend. Which, wouldn't this be in like their My Chart or something? Like that where it says,
well, it looks like it's in there. I mean, it should.
That's not real. Oh, so you remember how we were reading yesterday and you're like, what was in those images that she attached? Well, there you go, babe.
Oh, okay.
There's your answer.
Okay,
it was there.
So that's what was the notes.
Yes. Because we read this. This is the same thing from yesterday. He's like, can I check out the portal access to see? And she's like, I can just call them and give them permission to talk to you if you want. Okay. So this, oh yes, I do remember this. Nicole person does say in the investigative report that this didn't happen. So, okay. Oh, thank you. Emailed link to the live timestamp for the discovery of the fiber. Thank you so much. You guys are the best.
I know I love y'all.
She loves fake people. The last name Jones. Right?
She just doesn't have an array of names to come up with. She pulls from the same ones.
Yeah, she's not very creative, obviously. So this message from Nicole says, we take steps to protect your personal information here and take that job seriously. However, we completely understand that sometimes we need to take extra care to protect a patient in this scenario. I have noted your account to take additional steps to verify any release of information request before sending, including contacting you each time we receive a request. Okay. Is that a thing? Wouldn't they just be like, are you Laura that just asked for this? I do recommend making sure, I like how there's not a date on this one either. I do recommend making sure your online calendars are not linked to the ex-boyfriend's email, such as Google calendars or iCloud calendar, etc.
How does that work? Because they couldn't do it from that end. You would have to do it from your end to make sure you're not linked to. That doesn't even make sense.
To keep doctor appointment times and dates private. And also logging out of your One Medical account from the app.
Oh, she's saying you need to do it. Okay.
Yeah.
I misheard that. That was me.
If you are still meeting or visiting with him. Oh my gosh. I wonder when this was from though. Because at this point, she's probably like, he's so abusive and he's doing all this stuff. Very importantly, if you do feel unsafe or in a crisis, please, without hesitation, call or text 911. We are, of course, always here 24/7 to us. Oh, this must be what she was talking about, where they were like, they privately got a hold of me.
Yeah, like 6 times because, like, how's a little mean to me. How's so mean? I'm just a baby.
Oh, really? Oh, I have thoughts about that. I'm going to star that so I remember to talk about that at the end. That's interesting.
Oh,
interesting.
Does that mean she's going to not take it?
Maybe. I think so. That would be we'll talk about it here in a second. We're literally almost done. We read this here already about if she is going to take the pills tonight. These are messages from Greg. Oh, trying to be like, you need to do it here because we're going to Sedona and all of this planning. All of it is promises.
Oh, did she finally figure out how to lay out her text? Okay,
it looks like it. Look how easy this is.
You know what it is? She saw Greg's response and she's like, oh, that's how you do it.
100%. That's why she started putting things in bold and exhibits and all of that. Love it.
What a loser.
What a loser. You should have known I didn't want anything to do with this. And, it's funny which one she suggests this time compared to the ones she put in her complaint. She was like, this is really good.
These are easier to freaking read.
Right. I had changed my mind because I had felt tortured on this. You immature child, which I do love when he called her that. That was great.
She is an immature child.
So fucking do it. I don't care. I'm not going to do that. Blah, 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 blah. It doesn't even say the context of that discussion. This is where he's saying, I won't relive this. I'm going to call the cops. If she continues.
It looks like maybe there's some missing.
There is. Yeah. Like she cuts off in between because I think this I'm not going to do that is not in response to taking the pills.
Yeah.
If I recall.
I need a Celebrate download of everything.
All of it. Well, I hear we do get that in Michael Maricini's. And I can't wait.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Now, this is email activity report, mail track, which I didn't know about. But apparently you can send somebody something. And then every time it's open, it will let you know.
Okay. Do you know why you don't know that? Because you're not a stalker.
That's true. Not a stalker, for one. I didn't even know that. Also, I never usually read and open my personal email ever. It's every day. Google's like, you're running out of storage space, bitch. Delete some stuff. And I'm like, but you don't make it easy. All right. I just want to clear out my whole promotions tab. And you just
don't. But also, the minute I delete one of my emails, that's the email I'm going to fucking need.
Right? Like, ugh. Man, Google. So anyway, so this is tracking all the times it was open, apparently by Greg, which is a few times.
But that is psychotic. Oh my God.
Yeah, it is. It is generated on Thursday because she did this from the very beginning.
Yeah.
And I wonder if this is stuff she learned after her whole thing with Mike Maricini. She's like, how can I do this better?
I'm going to make sure he reads it. I need to know. And that's why it's like That's how she knows how to send the follow-up emails. Remember when she was sending them like back to back, like every I don't know, like an hour or so? He didn't respond. He opened it an hour ago.
Right. That does explain that. Yes, that's true. To Barguy's full charges against Gingras. Ooh, for which one? He has his DUI trial coming up.
Wait, who's Barguy?
I think a content creator. I think. I don't like law bar. I don't know. Hello, text packet. I know we have two. It's a whole thing. I can't wait to see
the little.
Oh yes, love Rumble.
If you see the little phone icon at the very beginning, like of the title of the stream, that's how you know you're on vertical. If there's no phone icon, you're on the horizontal.
That's true. Buffy does a great job with that. All right. So here we have, this is the message from Casey letting them know that they're appearing for counsel. So that's no news. This is acceptance of service that they filed, which is not important. It's just that, hey, we're representing them. We've gotten this stuff, blah, 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 blah. It means nothing. On this 23rd day of August, though it is signed October 16th, so that's interesting, of 2022. Oh, that's when the commission, her seal as a notary expires. Duh, Llama. It's on your first day. And acceptance of service, which is literally, again, nothing. Oh, nothing.
So she just resubmitted the same stuff she submitted as exhibits, like in the first thing.
Yeah, and I don't think that really helped with anything she was arguing.
I don't think any of that helped.
And we know, like, most of it's fake. But the audacity of her to then tell the court that him and his own attorneys were making fraudulent documents and conversations with another attorney is just absolutely fucking wild.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, she is crazy. Oh, wait, hold on. They're giving us the answer here of Bar Guy. Just a second, please. The Arizona Bar Guy charges against Jingles were charged. Okay. Oh,
Jingles.
Jim.
Jingles. The names y'all give that man are funny.
But I think we're going to learn that they're well earned. Yes. They've filed a 50-plus page list of allegations against Gingras for breaking legal professional rules. Oh, boy. Oh, he's in so much trouble. Does anyone here know about the Sarah Kendall baby? What does that mean, Laura Owens?
Is that what you named your baby?
It's another crazy person just as bad as Laura. Nope, but I'm putting it in my search bar now. Sarah Kendall baby.
Oh, another rabbit hole.
Right? Because, of course, I need more things to go down into. Interesting.
We just rename this whole segment Rabbit Holes.
Right? Oh, my goodness. I'll have to check that out. I didn't know about that. Again, I'm trying not to get too... It's so hard to, like, be caught up with what's happening in real time. Because, like, listen, if I'm doing a really good job, like, trying to limit how much we cover in each one, because I seriously could sit here for like 12 hours a day reading all of this. Because a part of me really wants to, because I'm like, oh my God, what is she gonna say next? What's the snark gonna be?
Right.
Like, I would happily sit here and do it. I did trials, and those were nowhere near as interesting as this. But I'm like, oh, that could be a huge information overload. Like, we covered a lot today, so. But there is,
and I don't think anybody wants to sit with us for 15 hours and do it. They would be like, I'm so tired of hearing these broads talk.
Probably. Is it common to directly email a doctor in the US as you're not a doctor? I don't know. Usually it goes to like a nurse, but some people I think
I have
do.
emailed my doctor.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know. It could go either way.
It really depends on your relation, like what kind of definitely depends on what kind of doctor.
Mm-hmm.
And is it a big practice? Is it a small practice? Because I directly emailed my doctors when I was having,
I was gonna say, here we have my chart. So like everything there, like your doctor will respond to you and stuff. But like that's what I'm saying. It's like I don't know, because like in our situation here, it just is kind of, it's either the nurse's reply or I met a doctor and they'll be like, I'll email you this, and they do it in the my chart. It's not like actual like personal.
It doesn't go to my personal
exchanges
through a portal.
Thank you. That's the word. So I guess it's so fucking deep, this rabbit hole. I know. And
I have nothing else to do today. I guess I'll go look that up. What was it? Sarah Kendall baby?
Sarah Kendall baby.
Bye-bye.
It's crazy how many people do this.
Oh, I hate my chart. And it seems like every single different doctor area has a different version of it. And I'm like, whatever.
The only thing I like about it was getting test results before they called you to let you know. It did help a little bit with certain things. There was one time.
Oh, except there's something on there that you're like, what does this mean? Am I dying?
That's true. When I was in the emergency room, like test results were like coming in a good 30 minutes before they would come in with them, which was nice, but also very annoying. Because then you're like, I know it's been sitting there that long, but I hate patient portals too, but they are a thing now for some reason.
Yeah,
I don't love it. I don't love it. I mean, I get it, but also don't love it. But all right, you guys. Well, that is all we have for you. Oh, wait, we were going to talk. We're not done because I got 15 more minutes.
We got to talk.
We do got to talk. We got to talk about this. Laura fired her public defender and has retained a private attorney in the criminal case, which, oh boy, because to me, that signals she does not like this plea deal. And that my guess is that the public defender was very honest with her about what to expect if this goes to trial. And she did not like what they were told. And she was probably like, they're just some public defender, so they're not even taking me seriously. Let me get a real lawyer instead. Even though that real lawyer is going to tell you the same shit. Huh?
How's she paying for it?
That's a good question. How did she pay for it is what I want to know. But yeah, that's interesting. That's what it signals to me. Because if you were trying to take a plea deal, why would you go and spend all this money on a lawyer when you have about a month and a half? Unless, one, she's using a delay tactic, which we will soon see that every time a big event happens that something's going to be forced onto her, she will hire legal counsel for like the week before to, continue the thing or whatever, and then literally like drop them the next day or two. So she does have a history.
Because they will extend it because you hire new counsel and then you have time to, review the case and stuff.
Interesting. She was a live stream crash out. So also scary. Oh, that's because she was recently arrested. Oh my God, I love this. I love this.
All that's the tea.
Yeah, that's what I would think, that she got this new lawyer because she didn't like what the other one said. Didn't feel like he would really fight for her. But like, here's the thing, like public defenders are not all bad to have. Sometimes
could she be hiring a private attorney to like help negotiate a better plea deal? Maybe.
I guess. Why couldn't a public defender have done that?
Because they're just a public defender.
Like they can't.
And she's Laura Owens.
I forgot. She is.
Do you know who she is?
Yeah.
She's a VIP at the House of Prime Rib.
I wonder if they took the new lawyer out to lunch there. What was I saying? Like, even if this new lawyer was to negotiate a plea deal, one, I want to know what the fucking plea deal was. Because why would, Clayton seemed apparently very distressed by what the plea and let down by the plea deal, according to what you could interpret from his Instagram reel or whatever. So it couldn't have been too much. Honestly, I think the whole thing, they could have offered her no jail time, but for her to admit guilt in lies, I think that's even worse to her than prison time.
Maybe, but
we are.
Maybe. She could just be like, I don't know. I mean, I agree with, I'm totally like, but there's always that part of me that says, like, she knows how deep doo-doo she's in. Like, she might, and just go crawl into a hole, like I said, and lick her wounds, like, and just fade out and stop doing TED Talk.
Yeah, but like, here's what's funny is that, okay, so she's hired this private lawyer. Fine. One, with what fucking money? Because y'all don't have any money, apparently. I mean, her U.S. trustee lady is going to be like, so where did you get the money to pay for them for? Because it's
Is it a real attorney?
Is it a real attorney? Is this another fake attorney?
This Joe Crotchet, whatever his name is. Crotchet.
Well, since it's a fake version, I think we can get away with saying Crotchet. He didn't actually do anything wrong.
April 24th, huh? Okay, I got it on my calendar.
But here's the thing. It's like, oh, we want a better plea deal. The case that's against her, okay, the different charges are pretty easy to probably get a verdict on here. They're just being like, listen, we're not going to waste everybody's time. We got you basically dead to rights. But listen, we're going to offer you this deal. All right, because I don't know how they couldn't win this case with a jury. I think they were being very kind offering a plea deal to her. It's not a matter of, oh, they couldn't be prepared or anything. I think they were just trying to give her an out. And they don't have to, she can have a great lawyer who negotiates plea deals and then be like, no. And then the judge has to accept it, So I don't know. We'll see. You think it was no jail, but admit guilt and 3 to 5 probation with like 6 months to a year held over her head. Just my opinion, but she doesn't want to admit guilt. Could be. I mean, yeah, they have her dead to rights. So the fact that they're even negotiating, this would not be hard to prove. It's literally all in writing. Like, it's not even based on hearsay.
Texas, you said that the new lawyer, it was a co-prosecutor. So maybe
I did not catch that. So a prosecutor turned defense attorney. Okay. Interesting. I mean, we'll see. Probation means she has to get a job. I don't know. Is that part of probation? I don't know if they can do that.
Can they tell you how to get a job? I don't know. Never been on probation.
No, I don't. Me either. I don't know. He filed a notice of appearance, so it's a real attorney. Well, I mean, in this case, we have to just assume everything is fake first.
Are you sure she didn't hire an actor? Just
he's literally, the lawyer is Laura's type? Or who? Oh boy, wow. Sir, run.
Wait, literally her type in lawyers? Like she likes the crazy ones, or like the guy she runs after?
Oh. He's massive football player build. he will have a pair of twins on his hands in 2 weeks.
Don't sit next to her too long in court. She'll get pregnant.
Okay, they can make her get a job. Okay, maybe she'll escalate to triplets. He's a cute lawyer. Oh, well, we're gonna have to go look up this person later. Is her body and person type? Oh boy. No, listen.
Get a message. Hi.
Oh my gosh. Hi. I mean, we'll see. Maybe he took on the case, but it wasn't very familiar. And he's going to look at it like many of her other lawyers, as we'll learn. And they're like, ooh, I don't want to be attached to this in any way, shape, or form. I mean, I would be cautious as shit if I was an attorney and, Jen Gress has all these like bar complaints. Oh, we'll get into all the bar complaints that Laura files on like every lawyer that she encounters, whether it's her own, whether it's the defendant. Everybody gets a bar complaint from Laura. I, as an attorney, would be like, I don't need your money. Okay, thanks, bye. Okay, thanks, bye.
I would stay far, far away from her.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. All right, friends. Well, that is what we have for you today. What a wild ride. I can't wait to see what we get into next week. Tuesday for sure. We'll do a little reaction video. I'll have somebody else look for it and send it. Well, no, you guys sent it to me in my email. That's right.
Yeah, they emailed it and timestamped it. They did all the work for you.
They did. And you guys are amazing. So Buffy and I will wait and watch that with y'all on Tuesday. And we'll continue down this rabbit hole that is Laura Owens versus Greg Gillespie. Oh, wait, are you here on Tuesday?
I'm here on, yes, I believe so.
I don't remember because you have a schedule of days you are going to be out.
Yeah, because I have people that text me.
I put them in.
No, I should be here. It's Tuesday on the 10th. I think I should. I don't have anything on my calendar.
It's Friday you're out next week.
Yes.
Okay. Because I was like, I don't want to watch it without you if that's the day you can't be here. So you'll be here.
No, I'll be here.
Well, thank you all for everything today. You guys, I mean, you all just make the time go by so fast. And
y'all are so fun.
And I appreciate it.
I love when you're all in here. Y'all are so fun.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, thank you all very much. This weekend, I'm going to try to get caught up on Love Trapped, right? Love Trapped, the new podcast that's out. Apparently, you can find it on all podcast platforms. But if you've already done that, then come over and watch some other stuff we have going on our channel. That would be really great. But you all have a great weekend. After this, Besties members and higher, I'll be doing Laura. She doesn't learn about shit. Llama
Laura learns about.
Where apparently we're going to be learning about the Disco Demolition Night. And then later tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern for everybody is our TMI, Too Much Internet show where we're just going to have a fun time and laugh. So I hope to see some of you there. Thank you, Texas. Love Trapped with Stephanie. Yeah. So, all right, everyone, you all have an amazing Fu Kong weekend. And until then, go forth.
Never not going to be funny.
It's never not going to be funny. Go forth and be amazing. All right. Bye, guys.